What's up, everybody? Happy late Tuesday night to all my campers out here. Looks like we got Jacob back in the chat. A long time no talk, my friend. How you doing tonight? All right, fantasy football, huh? Ty, what's going on, my man? How you doing? It's some late night chilling, hoping to snipe some guys on the waiver wire. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what else. I'm trying to see if there's any like late last minute news. So it sounds like Adam Thielen had his second test come back negative. So if we have any Thielen owners out there, we might not have to worry about him. Another day of camping and freaking out. Hey man, no need to freak out. We get who we can get, right? Ty, who are you aiming for on this beautiful night? I need to look at my fantasy stuff too to see what I need to do to make sure everything is set up correctly. So let me make sure my thing is on low latency there, so there's not too much of a delay between us. Also, Ty, how's your team doing right now? Ultra low, extreme health, we're good, okay. Jeez, really? Waivers are thin? Our I don't recall, but do you have a pretty competitive league? Is that why? I'm surprised that a lot of the guys that I'm talking about is gone for you already. Also, I'm very curious as to whether or not ESPN will let me play my lineup this week with Taysom Hill still at tight end. So I have a big red thing that says Taysom Hill is no longer eligible at tight end. Please update your lineup, but I feel like it might let me roll out this week's lineup. Ty, you're 7-4, but only 4th place. Everyone's 7. Jeez, that's crazy. Hey, but you're in 4th place, right? Burke, what's good, man? Yo, how'd that exam go? Feeling good about it? Will be coming good for a few. Oh, for sure, for sure. No problem at all. Pretty good, nice. What kind of exam was it? Yeah, do your thing, man. And guys, if it's just like, don't feel the need to stay the entire night. You know, I'm more than happy to call early. You know, just chill, kind of hang out, see how everyone's doing, go over any last minute questions, and then we can always jump off and go to sleep early. You know, sleep is always good. Sleep is always good, right? Informatic exam, design, user research, type stuff. That sounds crazy, crazy smart for us, man. I won't pretend like I know anything about it, but I do hope that you did well, and you know, sending some good thoughts your way for that, for you to pass that exam, man. Good to hear them. Very good to hear. Jacob, how's who are you aiming for in the waiver wire tonight, man? Or is your team pretty set? 6-4 in 2nd place. That's great. That's great. Yeah, I bet your team has a bunch of like 5 and 5s and 4 and 6s, right? I think I have one league where we literally have. Let me see. I'm gonna pull it up. Actually, it's a 14-man league, and we have. I'm 6-5 in 4th place. We have almost everybody at 6-5 and 5 and 6, so it's kind of crazy. Only thing I'm worried about at the moment for waivers are kicker and defense. I have Bullock and New York Giants, but thinking ahead for future weeks for sure. The Giants have a good matchup this week, right? Giants schedule. Yeah, they played the Bengals this week, so they're actually really good. Bullock's alright. I don't love him. I think you could probably potentially pick up a different guy. Let me see how Bullock's been doing. Fat Randy, right? Yeah, Bullock hasn't been doing very good. I would honestly try and pick someone else up if you can. I'm assuming some of the top guys are probably not there anymore, right? What about like someone like Ryan Suckup? Succup's has been doing pretty decent, right? He's been up and down. I think we all had hopes for Tad Randy, right? All right, let me look at to see what kickers could be available. I'm second place. We have 3 weeks with. Geez, that's crazy, Jacob. That's huge, actually. Yeah. So I guess, are there a lot of other 6 and 4 teams, and you're just like, you just have way more points for them, I guess? Currently, 3 guys I'm interested in are Tyler Bass, McManus, and Jason Meyer. Oh, for sure. Succop and Sanders are already gone. Those are all good options, honestly. Not bad at all. McManus, let's see. McManus has been decent, yeah. I think Tyler Bass has been pretty decent as well, from what I remember. So, yeah, not bad choices. I wonder if it's a PPR league or some sort of IDP league. Be right back. I'm gonna fill up on some beverage. What's up, Johnny? How you doing tonight? Thanks for coming by again. Do I think JD's a quality start? I do. We're talking about, it's got to be Mckissic, right? Washington. Let's see. Who they play this week? They play. Oh yeah, for sure. So Johnny, here's what I think is that Mckissic probably won't do as well this week, or sorry, not necessarily do as well, but he's probably going to get a little bit less opportunities. How I imagine this going is that, you know, they're probably going to be up and in control of the game for most of the night. Even if it's tight, I imagine them not really being behind, right? Because they're playing Dallas. So what, you know, with the role that he has versus Antonio Gibson, I imagine if the game script goes as I predict, Gibson is probably going to be getting a lot of touches, a lot more touches, right? So that's the issue is, you know, if Washington's up, they really don't need McKissic that much, right? McKissic is their pass catching back. He's there for when they're trying to play catch up. You don't really need a pass catching back when you're up, right? So they're going to be running it with Gibson more. If I take a look at this, like if we look at his stats here, I'll pull this up on the monitor. So if we look at this really quickly, Johnny. So, you know, last week they were up against Cincinnati, and he had a lot less. He was involved, right? Very little, relatively so. Against Dallas, when they were up a few weeks ago, same thing here, right? So, you know, I don't think it's a bad start. You know, I think he's still going to get his touches. And he has like a pretty decent floor for a backup. I mean, this, guys, remember, this is an RB2 on the team. He's not even the starting RB, right? And his stats are already better than some RB1s out there. So it's not bad, right? But my prediction is that it's probably going to be a little bit lower, maybe like high end, like single digits, like somewhere between like that 7 to 9 point range. But you could definitely, it could definitely be a lot worse. Jackie, what's up? Yalman, Gus, Gore, Salvan, Naeem. Do I waiver in that order? Seems his status is in the air for sure. So let me think. Jackie, are you looking for someone for like long term going into the playoffs, or are you looking for someone just this week? Because that actually plays a huge difference with some of the guys you have here. Jacob says, I'm in a 10-player league and 5 other people. That's crazy. Hey, I mean, you got the points for, right? I think that's the first tiebreaker by default for most leagues. So as long as you score a lot of points, you're good. Not surprised regarding CMC shoulder injuries. Yeah, did you guys see that thing? The Reddit detectives went and like did a lip reading between him and Adrian Peterson, and it's kind of crazy that like what they came up with. Titter time, yo, what's up, my man? Sorry I missed your past streams. I've been super. Hey, don't worry at all. Don't worry at all, man. These streams are only here for when you guys need the help and when you have the availability. So it's great to see you back. How are you doing, man? How's work and school been going for you? Jackie says I need someone to start to potentially replace Zhou if Mostert comes back. So okay, so out of those guys, Jackie, Galman and Gus are going to be good for like the next like 2 weeks, right? Gore is good for this week. Salvon is maybe not okay for this week, depending on if Gaskins comes back, and that's something we need to monitor. Naeem I like as well, but if I were to say, you know, for this week, I'd probably go like Galman. I don't know which one I would prioritize between Gus and Gore, but you know, one of those two next. And then Naeem, I think. Because there is a chance that Salvin may not be relevant anymore. We don't know. We need to see what's going on with Gaskin, and if he comes back, Salvin's not really relevant. Gore's going to be good for at least 3 weeks, right? But when I say good, like temporary expectations, maybe like 9 to like 15 points. Galman I do like, and Gus has a tough matchup, but I like as well. Titter Time says pretty good, finish up of the semester soon. Any waiver QBs you think would be a good pickup? Not liking Lamar's matchup against Pittsburgh. Yeah, for sure. So let me pull up my list from my video earlier today. Give me a second. If you haven't checked it out yet, go check it out. I have I think I have what I think is a funny thumbnail, Titter. But for Q, and also big shout outs to Tim. I don't know if you guys noticed, and let me know if you liked the format, but if you go to my waiver wire video today, check it out. I have it in chapters now. So if you hover over the screen, you can actually see like broken bars based off of chapters on timestamps, and each one of them is labeled by position. So you're able to kind of like click and go. So let me know if you guys, let me know if you like it. Otherwise, Titter, I like Derek Carr and Phillip Rivers. I think are both potentially good starts this week. Good matchups. They have been playing well. So those are good. You know, especially like someone like a Carr has a really good matchup, so I might play him over on Lamar. Jacob says I'm waiting for CMC, and I hope they wait for him to return until week 14 unless he's 100%. I don't want him to get hurt again. Yeah, and I think it's gonna be tough. I still think there's a chance they might send him out, but we never know, right? Jackie says serviceable. Yeah, that's all there. And that's it, right? But hey, like a running, like I think a Gallman is great. The yards aren't great, but he's been scoring every single game, so it's good. Ty says Friday thumbnail, great choice. Appreciate the organized chapters, that or timestamps. Yeah. So I didn't realize the chapters I can actually do before. I thought it was literally only available to some people. But I realized I honestly could have been doing. I honestly might just go back to my videos and do chapters on all of them, because the only thing I need to add is literally like a 0-second timestamp in my description to say this is the start. So it was kind of stupid not to have it before, but hey, we figured it out now and we have it. So I think it's probably a little bit easier than timestamps, right? Because you don't actually expand on the you don't actually have to expand on the description. Is Chark pretty much moot? So it's tough, right? Luton looked good when he first came through, right? But let's look at Chark's targets over the last few weeks. So the thing is, he's like yeah, this isn't the number we want, right? But like that's not horrible necessarily. And also, like, you know, he had Jarrett. I think maybe he didn't play against Jarrett Alexander. I think Jarrett was out this week. But he did play against Pittsburgh, right? Based off of these 3 games, do you think that he has like an okay floor, like a wide receiver 2 floor with upside? You know, he has some really good matchups against Cleveland with Denzel Ward out, Minnesota, Tennessee. I mean, these are all like the next 3 weeks are actually decent matchups. So like, you have to like lower your expectations for a little bit, but I think there's always that opportunity, right? Like London needs to play a little bit better, and we may not necessarily expect him to, but he's gonna force the ball, right? The targets are still there. It's still pretty high. I'm pretty sure he's still leading the team in targets, so like it is definitely more of a risk play, but I wouldn't give up on him. He's not scoring like 3 points, you know? Let's see. Yeah, I guess my lineup is set enough where I don't have to take out Taysom Hill and tight end. And yeah, that's the other thing, right? And that's ESPN could have figured that out, right? Like, I'm saying that because I like as a Taysom Hill owner, like it's probably not fair for me to play him, but like ESPN could have figured out a way to like literally boot him out of your lineup. Like they shouldn't allow people to just keep their lineup and go forward with it. Like I think that's a little bit broken. Titter says I have Bucks and Ravens D, but I feel like picking up Giants D against Bengals offense with a Burrow, doing anything power to win isn't. Yeah, I think Bengals is a really good. I mean, I think they're a really good play. I really do. Let's see. Let me look at these matchups really quickly. Yeah, I think I might honestly have the Giants as one of my like starts of the week. Bucks. I like the Giants a lot. You know, Packers should be good. Browns should be really good as well. We got some good choice in the waiver wire for defense, honestly. Giga says, would you start CeeDee Lamb against Washington today by shutting down receivers? Have they? I still would because I think the focus is going to be on Cooper. And I think he's going to still get the volume. But Jacob, who else would you have, I guess, for to start? Jackie says, wasn't Shirk not good when Minshew either? I mean, he had a few bad games here too, right? I don't know what his injury status. Honestly, I haven't been following that much. He's definitely been very up and down, right? I wouldn't consider him a true wide receiver one, but he should still be like that target going forward. Again, a lot of it depends on who else you have available to go to, but you know, the volume's there. I mean, like, yeah, getting targeted 14 times and only getting 7 for 45 is not great. But that's just like the limitation of the Jags offense. Shark is extremely boom or bust, to be honest. He's either dropping 40. Yeah, there you go. Kez says, you're right, Jackie. I think at this point I'm going to cling on some sort of hope for Shark. Jackie says, yeah, I mean, it works the same way the R. That's true. That's true. It does work the same way. Except IR, you're not actually playing the player, right? But yeah, I get what you mean. Titter says, whenever I'm thinking about dropping Chark, he drops 40. Next week, he drops nothing. Hey, Titter, let the chat know when you're about to drop Chark then, so we can all play him. You can keep a healthy guy who is in IR, except you need to make a gap. Okay, that makes sense, yeah. Ty, Titter time, those two differences, solid rest of the season. Tough to imagine dropping yet. Exactly, yeah, I wouldn't drop either for sure. Luke, hey, yo, all right, let's count the zeros. 1, 2, 3, there's a 6 O's, Luke. What's up, my man? How you doing? Johnny says, I have Cooks and Elliott are RB1 and 2, okay? I'm hesitant to start Cup or CEH. Both have tough matchups, and CEH and Cup perform randomly. I like CEH. I like CEH a lot. Who do the Chiefs play? Chiefs play, Bucks, yeah, I mean, and Rams play. Cup has a good matchup. Cap is playing the 49ers. He gets a pretty decent matchup. I mean, Cup is probably a little safer for the floor. CH probably gives you a little bit more boom potential, I think. His yardage wasn't great this week, but he did get 2 TDs, so. Titter says, sorry, I'm going to hold on to the both. I'm dropping a player. I don't need any more. I'm picking up the Giants. It's make it break at this point. Yeah, Titter, make sure you don't drop anyone that you absolutely need, because, you know, having 3 defenses, that means you're a little light on the stashes, but, you know, your roster, if you have someone that you absolutely don't need, feel free to drop. Luke says, is Zhou a solid flex this week or Higgins? I would trust Zhou a little bit more because he's less dependent on the quarterback. We really don't know what's like. I mean, we saw what Finley was like last week, right? 4 picks. Did he throw 4? No, did he throw 4 picks? 1 pick and 4 sacks or something like that. He didn't play well either way. He's like Higgins can very much outscore him, but I'm afraid that I'm a little bit afraid that we like the risk is just too high with Finley at quarterback, and we don't know if he likes Higgins, if he's going to throw it his way. So I think he's a bigger risk than Gio. Johnny Day says the Bucks shut down all of the Rams RBs. Yeah, they did. They did. That was a shootout. It was a shootout. They could have shut down any of the wide receivers though. Titter says, Luke, I'd honestly stay away from Bengals players if you can. I also have Mixon and Gio, and I'm worried now. I mean, Mixon might be dead for all we know. I don't think he's coming back this season, honestly. And I have him in 2 leagues, which kind of sucks. Johnny Dang says, Cup performed bad against the Niners a couple weeks ago. Did he? Okay. Let's look at, I'm going to pull up Cup. Cup, yeah, I guess. I mean, he saw 9 targets, right? This is the thing with Cup, you guys. Like, he gets the target. He gets, like, look at these targets. 40 targets in the last 3 weeks. Are you kidding me? I mean, obviously that's an outlier, but like, you see this, right, you guys? So like, besides that San Francisco game, which he did poorly, he's been actually pretty consistent. So he gets the targets. Let's see where we at. Same, but I was thinking if Julio gets hurt, I'm trying to get Gus or Aguilar, but I'm last in it. That's rough, yeah. I just claimed Kenyon Drake off the waiver. Oh, Thursday was, oh, for sure, Jacob. I have CMC 100%. Starting like running back is always someone you want, no matter how bad the team is. I mean, the Cardinals are good. I honestly think Drake's value might go up a little bit if Kyler has to stop himself from running as much because of his injury. I see that, and actually I'm surprised Kenyon Drake was available at all, but that was a great pickup by you, my friend. Ty says, I'd be wary of Cup. From what I'm reading on Athletic, looks like my boy Sherman's coming back, was in practice. Ty, how does, gotcha, how do I guess, because doesn't Cup play more in the slot? So do either Verrett or Sherman cover the slot, or like how do they move about? Toby, what's up, my man? Welcome. I'm glad you made it. Yo, you wake up at some odd hours, but I guess maybe you're waking up for that good waiver wire camp, huh? Jacob says someone in my league dropped Kenyon Drake. Interesting. That's Jacob, how big is your league again? Remind me. Also, boys, we got ourselves an early Christmas present, and we got this. We got the Apple Watch. It's my first Apple Watch. So if anyone has any good, if anyone has any good suggestions for like tips or tricks, definitely let me know. But I'm still trying to get used to it right now. It's a neat little gadget, you know. I like it. Except this band is so hard to get on. I feel like I just got to keep it at one thing, and then like adjusting is so difficult. You know, honestly, yeah, Toby, hey, it's your body getting ready for fantasy. You might not be ready for fantasy, but your body is. I mean, even in a 10-player league, honestly, like that's crazy that Kenyon Drake guy drops. Tater says, which RB should I play this week between Gibson, Monty Balaj, and Gio? So I like Gibson the best out of those. Balaj is not going to be, I wouldn't trust him if Eckler comes back, which it sounds like he will. Otherwise, I'd probably go Monty then Gio. I'm staying away from Balaj if, assuming Eckler does come back. I don't know if I can trust that. Ty says, I can imagine the 49ers D coordinator will arrange him in such a way where Fred Warner or our linebackers will cover the slot in some cases. LBs have been, yeah, Fred Warner has been a great guy, yeah. Yeah, hey, for sure. Congrats on Apple Watch, by the way, man. Big ball right over here. No, we had to look for the deals, but yeah, it's fun. It's a fun little thing. Someone was gonna drop him in my league. That's a 12-man, so I traded Pittman for interesting. Okay. Raul, what's up, my man? Good late evening or good morning to you. You ready for some waiver wire snipes? Yeah, same on Balaj. Wonder how snaps will be disturbed since Eckler is not a. Yeah, he's not a bell call back, right? There's gonna be a split, right? It's gonna be a split. He's probably gonna get like 60 to 70%, but the thing is, he's not like a Zeke tying it back or like a Josh Jacobs gonna make. he's going to be involved in the passing game a lot, right? So he's not going to be running. He's going to get his carries, maybe like 10 to 14 carries, I'd imagine, and maybe like 4 to 6 receptions. So that's what makes him really valuable, right? It's those yards that he gets in the passing game and that yard after carry. Jacob says, yeah, no one got Drake after he got dropped, so I decided to go for him. Same thing happened with oh, damn. Okay, Jacob. So you get into the playoffs and you should be solid, dude. CH or Gus Edwards as a flex? Oh, that's tough. I like CH a little bit for the upside. I mean, Gus Edwards, see, here's the thing, guys. Gus Edwards did really well against Pittsburgh, what was it, like 2 or 3 weeks ago when they played him? But he also wasn't the lead back. He was splitting the carries, which, you know, you would think that when he becomes the lead back, it actually gives him a little bit more opportunity and his production should go up, but like that just lets the defense focus on him a little bit more, if that makes sense at all. So he should be okay. I like CH a little bit more. But the other thing is we need to make sure that Gus is like actually playing, right? Because the issue is what he might be close contact, and like I think they're still going test, but I still like CH a little bit more. Let's see. Yeah, Raul, it's a late night one, right? Edwards won last night. He did go nuts last time they played Pitt, exactly. Toby says, yeah, Drake's got you goes way up. Murray checked you down for like 4 times. Yep. Tedder, is Pittman a better play than AJ Brown this week for flex? Have Keenan Allen and Fuller starting? See, here's the thing. I still like Pittman better, okay? AJ Brown, like, he's a good enough wide receiver that there's a good chance he's going to get you that touchdown, right? And here's my concern with AJ Brown, and I have him in a league. 2 weeks ago against the Colts, he was his issue recently is that he's been dropping a lot of passes, okay? So if he's dropping a lot of passes, 2 weeks ago against the Colts, he dropped one that was probably going to be like a 60-yard touchdown, which would have made a difference. This week against the Ravens, I actually told people to sit him, and he redeemed himself. Like literally last fourth quarter, he had like that monstrous, like I think like 20-yard touchdown run where he like dragged the defenders into the end zone. That got him like 7 points, and he ended up with like 8 points maybe. Yeah, 8 points, right? If it was like 6 points for a TD plus like 20 some yards, so like 8 points for that one play, and he scored with like 13, 14 points. So otherwise, he would have been like a bad play. So I would be cautious. I would be really cautious. I don't know, like talent-wise, you got to go AJ, but I do like Pittman a lot. I think matchup-wise, I like Pittman a little bit more, just as TDB. But I think there's a very good chance that like AJ Brown could just get a touchdown to redeem himself again. But it's not promising that like both weeks have depended on essentially one play. Raul says, which RB should I pick up for P. Ryan? Gore, Gus, Henderson, or White? I would probably go, if you need someone more long-term, I'd go Gore. If you want someone that you want to start for better this week, I'd probably go Gus. And then I would say probably like Henderson and White. W says, which isn't much, but for Drake, that's huge after getting like 1 or 2. Yeah, oh, for sure. For the checkdowns. Jacob says, yeah, I'm trying to win. Aren't we all, man? Aren't we all? It's just, we all want it, but we all can't have it, unfortunately. Kevin, what's up? Yeah, I heard. Yeah, Sam came in here yesterday, I think, and told us that he graciously lost to you. So, good job, dude. Good job. I don't know if I helped at all, but I'm glad you won the Towel Brother Bowl. Raul says, start Deontay or Godwin. So that's a good question. I see. The thing is, I really like Deontay. Okay, I really like Deontay a lot. He is playing a Ravens, but I'm not that concerned, right? Who did the Bucks play? Chiefs. Godwin has a better matchup. Okay, he's the number 1 wide receiver. I honestly have them pretty close together. Maybe let's go. It's so hard to say because Deontay's been used so much recently, right? And I really, really liked him. But I wonder if we maybe go Godwin here just based off the matchup because I really do have him like on the same tier this week. Jacob says, how did you get so many points? Yeah, they play with defense play. That's exactly IDP. Prices with With the tight end wasteland this year, trade deadline pass, is it better to drop Fant, Goddard, or just hold both? Not going to do it this week, but in case of star waiver wire gets dropped, I would hold them right now. I would hold them both right now. I think I like Goddard a little bit, but the Eagles are kind of bad right now. We don't know what's going to happen once Ertz comes back. I still think Goddard's going to be the guy to go to, but Richard Rodgers has also been really involved too, right? So I would hold right now, I would say. Twitter said, also I think someone said something about how Deontay did really bad against the Ravens last week. I saw it on the screen briefly, but it's not showing up on the chat, so I'm sorry if it's not showing up. No one's actually doing anything to, suppress it. I think a lot of times, the chat just is kind of messed up. How early do we think Kelsey goes? Raul says 1-2 turn. Maybe, I think 2-3-ish. I think 2-3, maybe mid early 2. I think the earliest he goes is mid 2 in my opinion. But I mean he's been good. If we knew what we knew about him today, he probably goes 1-2 turn for sure. But again, every year people are gonna be like he's older. They want to get cute and draft some other tight end. It's gonna happen. I would take him probably it's so hard to take a tight end that early, right? But it's good. So I would say probably mid 2 to end of 2 is what I would think. Toby says I asked him to change playoff teams from 8 to 4, and he did. Got 2-8 from 4. Okay, that sounds good. I got a huge matchup with another kid who can make the 8 seed. This is the team that is my worst. Okay, gotcha. Did you guys change playoff teams in the middle of the season, or how'd you guys do that? Also, let me know if you guys think the music is a little bit too too energetic for a chill night. I can change it to a lo-fi beat if we would like. Just yesterday. Okay, gotcha. All right. What seed are you right now, Toby? Abby, what's up, man? Everyone agreed so? Okay, there you go. I guess unanimous, that's fine, yeah. Unanimous. How you doing, Abby? You ready for the waiver wire tonight? I'm seed 5, need to be top 4 for playoffs, it's tough. Okay, gotcha. All right, well, you got it, dude. Hey, Chitter, that's why we analyze this week. That's why we have a big week this week, and we jump you into that 4 seed. Chitter, are you by chance playing anyone that's currently in the top 4? Cause that'd be sick. That'd be tight. We can make it a spicy matchup for you. Tibby says I meant to get 11, but the thing is 10, 9, 8 are all 4, 7, or 3, 8. Oh, 3, 8. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Maybe if you win the next 2 weeks, you can sneak in though. Yeah, it'd be nice. What season are you on Survivor? Wait, Tyson's NDD is on waivers. How? Should I pick up to stash for week 13 playoffs overall or not worth? Oh, NDD I feel like is one of those set and forgets, man. I think you pick him up. I'm not even saying that as a Colts fan. I think you pick him up. Jacob says someone in my league also dropped Gaskin, so I think you should pick him up too. I think that's good. Oh, well, it depends. Jacob, who are the rest of your running backs? Titter says I'm not. He's 8th. Okay, well at 6. I mean, a win's a win, right? That's all you need right now. This week I'm playing the AC Toby. Okay, nice. If you can knock him out, that'd be good, right? 28th season? How many seasons are there Survivor? Holy cow! I would have thought maybe 10 seasons, but you're on 28. I mean, they must have had multiple seasons every year, right? There's no way they did 1 season a year. Jitter says everyone's super tight and I'm out because of points scored. I've luckily played the leader of my division last game, and if I win this week and he loses, nice. There you go. That's what it's all about, right? That last week showdown. Well, Titter, we're gonna do as much as we can to help you get into the playoffs. It's like 30 or something. They have 40 seasons today. What the hell? But am I right that they have multiple seasons within 1 year? There's no way that show's been going on for 40 years. Raul says Cardinals plays Giants, Eagles, Philly in the playoffs. Are they a bye? Potentially, right? Let me look at the Cardinals D really quickly. Let's see how they've been doing. I never thought of them as like a top tier D. They're ranked 17th. They have Rams, Giants, Philly, San Francisco. Potentially, I mean, they could be a good stream, but I don't really expect them to generate a lot of turnovers, honestly. They've only scored double digits once this year, and that was against Dallas, so I guess I'm not super high on them, but you could do a lot worse, Raul. Ty says, yeah, I was surprised to see Indy D on the waivers. Only other defenses of interest are Green Bay, Chicago. Green Bay, yeah, I mean, I would prioritize Indy D 100%. I mean, that's the #1 defense in the league. Go for them. I think you should. I bet you other people are going for them too. I'm surprised someone dropped them, actually. That's kind of crazy. I wonder if were they dropped right before the Packers game? Jacob says, I have CMC, Mixon, Swift, Mostert, and Drake. Probably Balaji G. Okay, so Gaskins is good for you, right? Oh, because Gaskins will be good. Gaskins will replace Balaj. And Mixon is most likely out. CMC is most likely out. So yeah, I think you need to start stockpiling up on running backs because there's a very good chance you're going to need them. Buffalo is ranked 20th ranked, shockingly, yeah. Taylor, looks like your previous message got deleted. Ty says, yeah, I don't know why he dropped Indy D. He picked up Kansas City. Yeah, okay, that's not very smart. He hasn't been coming to the streams, right? He has not been coming to the streams because I would have banned him for dropping the Indy D. Raul says, how is Swift to Pritchett with so much this week? I think everyone's assuming that he's still going to be that lead role, right? He's going to be the lead role, and if he does, he should be able to put up some good numbers. Because who do they play this week? They play Houston, and their defense is abysmal, so that's why. Casey has been solid, but I mean they're not Indy. They're not Indy, is what I'll say. That's the biggest thing, right? What was I gonna say? Sorry, 1 second. KC hasn't been awful, but they played against Raiders last week, so that's not a match. Yeah, it's not. No, KC really hasn't been, but like, would anyone here in chat actually like tell me they drop they would drop the Colts defense for the Chiefs? So, you know, like, the Chiefs has been solid. They're the 12th ranked defense, not bad, but like, not good. A few negative points. Carolina, Raiders, Chargers. Yeah. How much longer to waivers clear? It'll be about, ideally, in about like 20 minutes from now. Gilbert, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good night. Who do you have your eyes on tonight, man? Ambi says, hey Daniel, I'm going against the #1 seed this week. I am number 2 seed, 3 seed is 6 points behind me. Who's the best upside flex play? Boyd or Geo? Waiver wire picks James White, Gore, Gus, Shep, or Aguilar. I honestly, out of those, I would probably pick someone between like Gus, Aguilar, or Shepard. I think those are gonna be your highest upsides depending on who you can grab. Geo and Boyd, I'm not as convinced on because I just don't know how well they're going to do this year with Finley at the quarterback. James White is not going to be the primary guy. Gore is going to be the starting guy, right? And he should be seeing at least like 10 to 15 touches. Gus is starting. Shepard should be the #1 guy for Jones. And Aguilar is sort of like the #1 receiver. #2 guy for targets behind Waller for Derek Carr. So I think those guys are all good. I mean, Aguilar has a great matchup, so I would maybe go him. But you know, for someone like a Gus or Gore, you're gonna get those guaranteed touches, which is gonna be pretty valuable, honestly. And that's you know, that's the one thing I look towards. It's just like the, you know, how much do you trust wide receivers versus you know, versus running backs when they're like, none of them are like actual studs, you know. Because wide receivers are like, running backs, you'll at least, you know, get a few yards out of them, right? As long as they touch the ball. Wide receivers, they could have a bad game and not do well at all. Jacob, welcome back. The other Jacob says, just claim Gaskins. There we go. Is Ahmed a good pickup? If Gaskins is back, he won't be. I think if Gaskins is back, he won't be that relevant, because I think Gaskins is he's the one that takes that lead role. So I don't think we have the right answer just yet. Let me see if I can find any information about Gaskins. Let's see, Miles Gaskins. I'm pretty sure he's eligible to come off of IR this week, right? Yeah, so I think we need to wait. So I think it's gonna be a little bit more, you know, questionable with how they use him. I mean, maybe Ahmed beats him out, right? Maybe, but I would say we gotta monitor Gaskin's status. What's your take on Buffalo backfield? Moss and Singletary also available? I like Moss better than Singletary. He gets, they're gonna be so splitting 50-50, but Moss gets all the goal line touches, essentially, right? All right, let's see. Toby says, I also have Myers and Fogan, my wide receiver, but Davis, Drake, and Gallman at right B. This is my waiver wire priority from 1 to 4. Antonio Clown, Salvon, Gus the Bus, Justin Dobbins, Sherry. I would probably go AB, Gus, Salvon, and then Dobbins. Ambi says I also like running backs more. There you go. Jacob, hey, yeah, both Jacobs are here. We still don't know if you guys are the same person or not, right? Irie, he's here. What's up? Thinking about dropping AB, Rojo, and Bucks D tonight. You're dropping them tonight, Irie, or what are you doing? Toby says, I feel like Salmon would be the one for a lot of people. I have the #1 spot. I should go Ahmed and then take AB in second. I would take AB first. AB is consistent. I think Ahmed might lose his spot to Gaskins. So I prefer AB because he's been averaging, I think, like over 8 targets per game since he came back. William, what's up, man? Start Fant or Goddard? Let me look at these matchups really quickly. But welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. You are the same person? There you go. So we're looking at Fant, right? Versus... I like Goddard a little bit more. I like Goddard a little bit more here. Yeah. Jacob says Goddard 2. A. Robinson, what's up? What's up, man? How you doing? Yo, is that the Allen Robinson of the Chicago Bears? What's up, my friend? How you doing tonight? You are the same person. Okay. Well, hey, I'll take that extra follower. Toby, right about AB. That was unreal. He's getting the most targets now, and like yeah, and that's sort of what we predicted when he came back, right? He's gonna have that floor, that like 7 to 12 points range with the possibility of a touchdown, right? So that's kind of what we predicted, yeah. Trubisky is out. Heard it here. Allen Robinson, let's go. Yo, Allen Robinson. Who do you prefer as your quarterback between Mitch and Nick Foles? Because I mean they're both kind of trash, right? But who do you prefer, Allen Robinson? Irie says, yeah, I want to drop all Bucks players. Which one would you drop out of AB, Rojo, and Bucks D? If you had to drop one, maybe Rojo, but I like AB. I like the Bucks D. Why are you dropping them, Irie? Ambi says, should I drop Cooper? Pretty waiver. Claim that I mentioned above. I have Goddard as well. I was keeping them. You can drop Hooper. If you have Goddard, I think you'll probably be okay. You're never gonna play both, right? And I think the Browns have a lot to do to fix their passing game right now. So I'm not loving their passing game. Raul says Reed or Schultz. Let's see. I think I like Reed a little bit more because I think he's going to be one of the primary targets versus the Cowboys, where you have a lot of wide receivers and Zeke who's going to eat into it. Allen Robinson says Jim McMahon. All right. Well, Allen Robinson, can we trust you in fantasy football for the rest of the season? What's the take there? Will says, can I start the Packers versus the Bears? Would like to start them because they did really bad last week against the Coast. I can also start Washington against Dallas. I like Washington's matchup a lot. I like the Packers matchup as well, but I'm like very superstitious when it comes to divisional games. I probably let me look at my rankings here. I feel like I prefer. Honestly, I'd maybe go Packers here. Dallas looked okay last week. Obviously, it was against a bad defense, right? But the Packers are playing. Yeah, I talked about them in my waiver wire video. Guys, go check it out if you want to. The waiver wire video, I actually like the Packers because the Bears, I think stats-wise, they're second to last in both yards and points per game, right? So I think that actually gives us a lot of wiggle room to play them. Terry Time says, where do you think Herbert will get drafted next season? Do you think he could be the next guy for early? I don't know that he will be, because you're still gonna have Kyler, you're still gonna have Mahomes, maybe Lamar, you're gonna have Russ, right? I think he goes maybe like after like 5th or 6th round. He'll probably be like top 5 or 6 off the board, in my opinion. Parth, what's up? Thinking about scooping up Corey Davis, might drop Judy Riga. I do that, Parth. I 100% do that. I don't know why people like to, poop on Corey Davis so much, but he's been a solid guy, right? He's outperformed A.J. Brown in a lot of games. He honestly seems more consistent than A.J. Brown because he knows how to catch a ball, so I don't think you're wrong in that at all. Irie says Bucks are on by week 13 and playoffs are 15 and 16. I mean, hey, it all depends on who else you have, right? Do you have a backup plan for defense? Because the Bucks are going to be one of your premium defenses. Toby says, I'm starting Big Ben over Ryan. Ryan's so unreliable, but I agree with that. Parsons got to start Washington. I mean, yeah, I think Washington and Packers both have really good matchups. I think so. I like the Dallas offense a little bit more than the Bears offense is what I'll say. Toby, I think Big Ben's a good start. Alberto, what's up? Carr or Matty Ice? Literally after Sunday, yeah. I like Carr a little bit. Carr has a really good matchup this week. Who do they play? Because I talked about him in my video, my waiver wire, as a good pickup this week. And I think he has 2 really soft schedules. He plays the Falcons, yeah. I would go Carr here. Hey, all the new guys here, welcome to the stream. Stream is kind of pumping right now. All right, so we just got to Alberto's question. A Robinson, yeah, guys, for anyone who's not here, we've got the Allen Robinson from the Chicago Bears in chat, and he says he likes himself more than the Trailer Montgomery, for sure. Yo, Allen Robinson, you're fast when you're hurt. Can we trust you every week to week? Like, can we just trust you at least if not for your, the stats for just like the garbage time production? Like, can you give chat a word, like some sort of confidence and confirmation that whoever owns you in fantasy, we're good to start you? Toby says, I'd take Carr as well. Great. Ryan's annoying for sure. Irie says, I'd rather have Kamara, J-Rob, Monty over Rojo. Bucks Steve have matchups with playoffs. Hey, I mean, if you don't like him, 100% drop him. And Rojo, yeah, Rojo is too tough to figure out. Whether it's his day or Fournette's day, it's very difficult to figure out. So I don't want to deal with it. Herbert is the number 3 quarterback in fantasy for me. Yeah, he's great. Alberto says, yes, he is, for sure. Part says Big Ben is a reliable start, but Matt Ryan got to eat against the Raiders. Maybe, right? Matt Ryan seems a little inconsistent for me. That whole offense seems a little inconsistent. Texas, if Tampa Bay defense is dropped during waivers, is that worth picking up in addition to trying to grab Indy? I go Indy first for sure. I'm planning on playing New York Giants, but I want to know since Tampa D would clear waivers by Thanksgiving. It could very well be, right? It could very well be. I still lean Indy D over Tampa Bay D by far. Big Ben over Lamar this week. Let me look at my rankings and matchup. I still think we got to go Lamar here. just because of, you know, I mean, I don't think Lamar did very well last time, right? But just for the potential for that rushing TDs, honestly. We'll look at Lamar's stats in just a bit. Where are we at? Do you think Swift will play this week? It sounds like he very much could. We're gonna know better tomorrow, right? Because he's gonna be playing. Do they play on Thursday? Let me see. NFL schedule. Yeah, they play Thursday morning, so we will know by tomorrow. And if he does play, I think he's a great start. Ty says, A-Rob, you need to leave Chicago, man. Free yourself from the chains of mediocre QBs, right? No, I'm on the Bears. I have a coach that wears a visor. What do you think? A-Rob, if you could go anywhere else, where would you go? Toby says, go get paid, come to KC. That would actually be fun. A-Rob would actually be really fun on KC. Parth says, Daniel, what's your squad? I'll show my squad in just a second, Parth. I have a few teams. I have 3 teams I can show you guys. But let me get through these questions first, and I'll show it. Sir Sigley, what's up, my man? How do you feel about Duke Johnson this week? Honestly, I've been telling chat this. I don't like Duke Johnson at all. I just don't like him as a running back. David Johnson wasn't able to produce on the Texans. I don't think Duke Johnson can. Duke Johnson has had many chances throughout his career to like show up to try and beat that primary back, but he just never has produced, at least from a fantasy perspective. So I really just don't like Duke Johnson. You know, he's always worth a flex start because, you know, he is the starting running back for a team, right? I just don't like him that much as a running back. I said Seattle D, Giants D, Browns D. Yeah, I mean, I like the Browns D actually I kind of like them. I'm just a little bit worried because they lost Denzel Ward for like 3 or 4 weeks. Gandalf, what's up? Because Carr or Matt Ryan this week, I like Carr's matchup a lot. I think he's going to be a little bit more consistent, a little bit more reliable, so I go Carr. Parsons, God, I'm so excited for A-Rob free agency. Hopefully he gets a competent QB. Ari says Curtis Samuel, Curtis 50 cents, or Pittman. Let's see. Let's just look at these matchups. They're equal to me. I go Pittman here. I think he torches the Titans again. I think he gets that 100 yards plus TD. That's my bold pick of the week. A-Rob going to the Jets to play with Sunshine next year. Tank for Trevor. That'd actually be kind of fun, right? That'd be pretty fun. D for real. Tonight is the first week that there's literally no improvement I can make to my team with waiver pickups. I know that's what it is, right? We are always going to be thinking about like what can we do, and like I feel like waiver wire is just one of those things we want to participate in and be a part of. And you know, it's like, you know, I don't know if there's any Office fans here, but it's like, you know, that one saying, I love inside jokes. I hope one day to be part of it, right? And that's kind of what we feel like when we have teams. But hey, that D4, that just means your team is pretty good. So it's a good thing if you don't need anyone off the waivers, right? Alberto says stick with Hurst or pick up Reed, Schultz or Ertz if he plays. I do kind of like Schultz or Ertz here. Hurst had you know, I don't want to give up on him just yet, right? He's been very consistent outside of last week for like the last 4 or 5 weeks. I'm not sure what happened. I didn't watch the Falcons game. I think you can stick with him, but Reed and Schultz aren't bad picks. I think Hurst has the highest upside, then probably Reed and Schultz. I don't like Ertz this year. He hasn't produced before. He got injured, and I don't know. I think there's some drama still, you know? I know there were some contract issues before. There's a good chance he's a free agent next year, so maybe they're just trying to get his production down so that he has less leverage against other teams, and maybe he'll stay with the Eagles. Because the Eagles are definitely not trying to pay him this year. Jacob says Swift has a glorious matchup against the atrocious Houston running defense. Yep, one of the worst run defenses in the league. They have high schoolers playing linebacker. Kill Slaves, Frank Gore or James White rest of the season. Frank Gore is in a little bit better of an opportunity. I would go him, you know, up until when P-Ryan comes back, because when P-Ryan comes back, that's going to make things a little bit hazier. But I probably prefer Frank Gore at the moment because I really just don't like Patriots running backs. Miles says, who has a better matchup, Robinson or Gibson? Are you talking about James Robinson, Miles, here? Jacob says Pittman. Okay, if Ertz is starting, would you start Ingram or Fant over Goddard? I don't know that I would. I still think I might start Goddard here, man. I believe, and we can fact check this in a little bit, but I'm pretty sure Goddard still got a lot of targets even when Ertz was there. So I don't necessarily think that Ertz is a sit, even if sorry, I don't necessarily think Goddard is a sit if Ertz is starting. A-Rob said, who else here has zero with FAB? Yep, Toby has it. Part says Gibson over A-Rob MIO. Jared Alexander has been great. Oh, for sure. I think Gibson is a really good play, guys. He's playing the Cowboys. He's in a game script this week where he's going to be used, in my opinion, a lot more than McKissic. So I 100% think I really do like Gibson this week. I started a league 4 weeks ago. Toby, was that the league with like the viewers, with a few viewers here? Miles says James Robinson. I think, who did the Jags play? Sorry. Jags play. Jaguars. Oh, no, they don't play the Steelers. Jags played the Browns. Okay. Honestly, Gibson does have the better matchup, but I would go James Robinson purely based off the talent and the type of running back that he is. And he's going to be like, he's going to get in my opinion, a little bit more volume and carry. So matchup Gibson 100%, but I still mean James Robinson because he's your stud. He's your stud. Jason McDonald, what's up? Deontay Johnson in the flex or Jonathan Taylor? I think Jonathan Taylor's a little bit safer. Johnson, I think we discussed him earlier. I need to follow the stats again, but I don't think he did very well against the Ravens. And although he's been doing very well recently, there's still always the risk of, who's getting fed. He's always going to have the opportunity to get that, touchdown, like a blown play, or he just beats someone deep to get it. JT, I think, is a little bit safer, and he's I think he's gonna do well, and hopefully they run him a little bit more against the Titans. So I think JT's a little bit safer, but if you want to go for the boom potential, I'd probably go DJ. Yeah, guys, we're at 30 in chat. Thank you. Hey, this is kind of lit right now. Waivers are almost here, guys. Get your s'mores ready. Get the campfire ready, guys. Man, we're about to do some camping. D4 Real, what's your opinion? Start New Orleans against Denver or Miami against... Yeah, let me see where I have them ranked this week. So we're looking at Saints or Dolphins, right? I think I like Dolphins a little bit more. They had overall they have a better defense, and they're playing the Jets. So I think I like Miami a little bit more here. How much do you trust Fantasy Pros? I don't follow Fantasy Pros. I've heard of them, but I don't follow them. We're at 30,000. Steven C says Dobbins is still worth the top priority. Here's the thing, guys. This is gonna be a very unpopular opinion, and you guys can give me flack or whatever. I'm not a fan of Dobbins, guys. Here's my take on it. Okay, he's had 2 good games throughout the season. No one really understands that backfield, and I think it's very week to week. Right? I don't think anyone can give me evidence to say, hey, when Dobbins comes back, he's like the lead back, and he's gonna be getting like 15 plus carries. Right? I don't think anyone knows that. There's a good chance he doesn't come back for this week, or he's not back for this week, right? And there's a good chance he's not back next week because they have back-to-back Thursday games. So that means he's not going to play again until our fantasy playoffs. So my question to you guys is, are you really willing to risk starting him your first round of playoffs without really understanding, having a better understanding of that backfield, right? I wouldn't. So that's me. Next 2 weeks, especially depending on how you're doing, Gus is the better pickup right now. We made it to 30. Let's go, baby. Breaks says, hey, everyone, support the channel. Sub to hit some hillers. Oh, yeah, we do have some, guys, for anyone who's new, we do have some sub goals that involves drinking or doing some stupid stuff. So once we hit those, we do those. Part says, start your studies, a lesson I've learned every year in fantasy. Too much drinking. Yeah, don't overthink it. At the end of the day, don't overthink it. We all overthink and try to get cute, but there's a reason why we're just, fans and not like experts, but even experts get things wrong. So yeah, start your studs. Daniel knows the viewers won my team popped up. Nice. That's great, dude. Oh yeah, Burke, we've got the Allen Robinson in chat tonight. Who here has Raheem Mustard? I don't have him. I wish I did. Toby says I have Thielen, Hill, Watson, Aaron Jones, Watson, Higgins. Nice. It is Raheem Mustard. Colonel Mustard. I got Taysom too. Nice. Got Samuel Jefferson on the bench. There you go. Raheem, let me take this 80-yard run to TD to IR. That's hilarious, Robinson. Jacob says, I think Dobbins play like 65 this. Oh, for sure, right? But I don't think we have enough sample size to know whether or not he's gonna keep the majority of snap share. JT or Miles Sanders this week? Who did the Eagles play? Let me see. Eagles are playing Seahawks. Ooh. So JT or I think I probably have to lean Miles Sanders to be a little safe. I do believe in JT this week. I think there's a good chance he gets the 80 plus yards plus a touchdown this week. Sanders is a little safer, but I do like JT. That's me, right? At least he takes me to dinner first. Taysom Hill or Lamar Jackson this week? Oh, it's hard for me to say Taysom Hill, but I kind of like Taysom a little bit. Better matchup. I kind of like Taysom here. Bold take. Oh, for real? The Allen Robinson? Oh, for sure. Ravens defense or Packers defense this week? 100% Packers defense. They have a much better matchup, and I think the Steelers are going to be able to put up some points against the Ravens, Sir Sigley. Bro says, all the experts told me sit MT last week. Shake my head. I know, right? Experts, quote unquote. Everyone's just giving their opinions, right? No, there's no math to this. It's all just guesses. Burke says, I'll be starting at QB this week. Oh yeah, this is it. This is it for Burke, right? Everyone, Burke is our Chicago Bears starting quarterback. Burke, Chicago Bears quarterback to Allen Robinson. You guys gotta figure out a game plan. Let us know if you guys are gonna talk to each other. Jason says, I have Gibson locked in with Keenan Allen and a flex either Sanders, Deontay, or JT. Yeah, I think Sanders is going to be your safest bet, most likely. The thing is, you're not going to go wrong with either Deontay or JT, so don't lose too much stress over it. Sanders is probably going to be the safest thing for you here, just because he has the least amount of question marks, at least in my opinion. All right, Jacob, thanks for coming by, dude. Good luck on your waiver wires tonight, and we'll see you soon. DGS Sheth Productions, who's better rest of the season, Carson or James Robinson? James Robinson for me. He stays healthy, he gets the volume. I like James Robinson a lot. I don't know if Rashad Penny's going to do much when he comes back, but also we don't know exactly when Carson's coming back. So also just based off of the health factor, I like James Robinson a lot. He's also just a stud. I think this is the number 4 running back in fantasy right now, which is crazy. Jeff Wilson took his TD to IR for it. Believing in Ingles winning, pick 1, right? Allen Robinson. Alberto, who do you think is a better flex this week? PPR, Duke, Drake, Debo, or Rieger? I'd probably go Drake, Debo, then toss it between Duke and Rieger. Toby says ran into a high ankle sprain. Yeah. Chat's still popping, We gotta let people catch up a little bit, but yeah, chat's still popping. Kellis Talks, what's up, man? Start TPBR, A-Rob. Yo, Kellis, we got A-Rob in the chat. You should ask him. Thank you for the sub, man. Thank you. I was having trouble deciding because Robinson's schedule's a bit tough, but I'll drop you a shot. But for sure, yeah, let me know how that goes. But hey, Robinson's volume alone warrants him a solid floor every week, so it's hard for me to drop or to not to sit James Robinson moving forward. He's shown us what he can do, right? All right, Kellis, what do we say here? A-Rob, Moore, Woods, Boyd, Claypool, Chark. Let me see. Who do I like here? So I'm looking at these matchups really quickly. Kellis, so I think I'm gonna go, Kellis, I think I'm gonna go Robert Woods and Chase Claypool here for you. Part says I like Rhea against Seattle, but I also got the Eagles bias. Yeah, Rhea Part, are you an Eagles fan here? I think we have some other Eagles fans that come by a lot. Sigley, I'm head to bed, but thank you for the advice. Yeah, hey Sigley, thank you so much. Hope to see you in a future stream, man. Good luck tomorrow. Robinson's in chat. Let's go. Hell yeah. Hey, the witching hour, baby. D Mange. Browns, D worth grabbing. Amazing playoff schedule. They put up 20. Oh, 100%. I had them as a pickup a couple weeks ago, and they've been staying there for a while. They have a good matchup this week against the Jags. The only concern is that they lost Denzel Ward for probably a month, so we'll see how that affects their secondary, which ultimately affects their strong point, which is their pass D. But I definitely do think they're worth a pickup. I mean, if anything alone, I like their matchup this week. Part says, can I also get Saquon, right? You sub right now, Marlon Mack will be added to your roster. There it is. There it is. Let's get this channel to grow. Yeah, I appreciate it, you guys. I love all the love that you guys have to try and grow this channel. Or maybe you guys just want to see me drink a lot of alcohol. Either way, win-win situation, right? Luke says Giants or Rams D this week. Let me look at their matchups again. Oh, they both have nice, right? Giants are playing Bengals. Rams are playing 49ers. I probably lean Giants a little bit. Rams have a better D, but I really like the Giants matchup. Parth says no, but you can get. I'll take Dak. Sub right now. I'll even throw in Andrew Luck. Yo, I'll have to sub to myself for Andrew Luck, right? I'll make some accounts. A-Rob says, oh yeah, hell yeah, we got A-Rob in here. Yo, guys, that's how you know this channel is getting big. We got an actual NFL player in chat right now. Both, Dan, both. What do you think about Fulgham? I think my gut feeling from last week was that we might have Fulgham Mania might be done. Partially due to the fact that a lot of players have come back on the Eagles, and partially due to the fact that Carson Wentz is just not playing very well right now. So I would be very cautious if you're thinking about starting him moving forward. Let's see. My fantasy team actually wins. Huge game this week. Oh, it is a way. Yo, don't discredit him. And this is, of course, Allen Robinson, the real Allen Robinson. Jason McDonald says, I've been sitting Fulgham until he has another big game. 100%. I hate to play the Rams against my Niners. Hey, yeah. Then, I mean, they have a good matchup, but yeah, I know what that means. Julio or Keenan? I like Keenan here, man. I like Keenan. Julio might not be 100% Aditya, and Keenan's been doing really well. That Keenan Allen and Herbert connection has been great, so I like Keenan a lot, man. Adam D, what's up? Allen Robinson or Tyler Boyd? Yo, we got the Allen Robinson in chat. Ask him, but I probably go Allen Robinson here because I can't really trust Finley right now without seeing what he can do. And what I saw with him from last week against Washington, I didn't love, so I would like Allen Robinson a little bit more. The Desert Fish, what's up, man? Do you guys feel like the Indy RBs are only viable as a pair? I don't think so. I think JT, his stock is going up. I think he's going to be the guy to own moving forward, even though like it's the end of the season, you know? Zane, what's up? Most valuable RB handcuff in deep leagues to hold through playoffs. I would say, honestly, someone like a Tony Pollard, someone like, we don't really know who Derrick Henry's handcuff is going to be, right? Nyheim Hines could be a great handcuff. Jamal Williams is a great handcuff if Aaron Jones goes down. So those guys I think are all good. You got to think about running backs who have value when their starter is still playing, but also will automatically become the RB1 when if their starter goes down. I know I said them last time we played. Gotcha. Toby says waivers went nice. Everyone check your waivers. Pittman or Nelson Aguilar. I like Pittman a little bit better, but Nelson Aguilar does have a really good matchup this week, Ari. Keenan with the 19 targets. Yeah, he's a hog with that. Oh man, Toby says, oh man, just been refreshing my page. There you go. Calisox says start one. Hill, Ryan, or Wentz. Let's go Hill here. Let's just send it and let's go Hill. Ambi Vince says Packers or Giants D this week. Packers are playing. I like the Giants a little bit more here, Ambi. Kelly's 4 point. Yeah, I kind of go Hill here. He has a lot of upside, as a runner, I think. Not Nihal. That's funny. Pick 2, Chark, McKissic, Jefferson, or Cup. I'd probably go. I like Jefferson and Cup this week. That's a funny name. I love it. I see what you did there. Adam says, I'm 8-3. Should I trade for Eckler or James Robinson for playoffs? I like James Robinson because he's more of like an every down back. Eckler's going to be splitting. I mean, he has a lot of value in PPR especially, right? He's going to be passing back, but I really just, I'm a big fan of running backs who will get the 20 plus carries per week. Obviously, Eckler is in a better situation and whatnot, but I still want to see what he does when he comes back with Herbert. There's always a question. We assume he's going to be RB1, and that's probably going to be it, right? But we know what James Robinson is about. We don't exactly know what Eckler is going to be about with, you know, that full-on Herbert offense. Robin says, no, Joey Burrow pick me. Octavio, what's up? Lamar Jackson or Derek Carr? Week 12, Lamar going against Steelers. Yeah, I like Derek Carr a lot this week against Atlanta. I would go Derek Carr, Octavio. He has a better matchup. He had a big game against Kansas City last week. I think he continues to roll with that, unless, you know, only concern is if they just run the ball like 45, 50 times. But I do like Derek Carr a little bit better matchup-wise. Ty says, I'd choose Jefferson Kupp for sure. Me too. Raul says, should I trade Eckler for C-Mac? I would not. I don't think C-Mac's coming back, you guys. I don't think he's coming back. Robin says, tell El Presidente that Nick ain't that big. That's hilarious. Ty says, Raul, no, I wouldn't do the trade. Yeah, I wouldn't either. Ari says, check your waivers for sure. Desert Fish says, CMC looks better for 14, 17. Eckler, guys, Eckler should be back this week. That's what we're hearing now, so he should be back this week. Ariso says, AB or Pittman rest of the season. Pittman's going to get a little bit more opportunity. AB is going to probably get you that like 7 to 10 points floor. We still haven't seen AB score a touchdown yet, but I like Pittman's upside a little bit more because he's the #1 option. But AB is going to be a solid pick as well. Luke says, Raul, if you make the playoffs, I do it. Raul says, yeah, I clinch already. Okay. Toby says, nice. Got ABs and Dobbins. Nice. A Rude Boy Burke. Desert Fish says, AB looking good. He's looking very good. Adam D says, thanks. I dropped a play. Thank you so much, Adam. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. You know, are all the new boys in here, are you guys all from Reddit? Kelly says, for my Hill Wentz question, it's mustn't you win. Do I still go Hill? I like it, you know. I don't like Wentz that much. I mean, Ryan's inconsistent, right? Hill to me has the most upside. If you prefer someone else, not Hill, I'd go Ryan. But like, I mean, Ryan has a good matchup this week against the Raiders, right? And I think he probably should do well. Let me look at this. Yeah, I mean, my ranking is Hill, Ryan, and Wentz, but if you prefer passing and like you don't think, I mean, Taysom Hill's probably gonna run it in more than he's gonna pass, right? Go with that, Ryan. What defense should I try and pick up for the rest of the season? The Browns are looking good. I will do a playoff defense video this week, so look out for that. If you guys follow the channel or sub to it, I'm gonna post that by like Friday or Saturday, so I'll have stashes for the playoffs. I'm still doing my homework on that right now. Toby, so AB over Fulgham 100%. Anu, sorry I missed your question. Start Jerry Jr. or Curtis Samuel and flex. I like Curtis Samuel a little bit more here, man. Octavio says, yo, about the Derek Carr comment about them spending the run. Statistically, the Falcons have an above average run defense. I have Josh Jacobs. I wouldn't worry about it. Josh Jacobs is one of those guys. Again, you know, you have those running backs that's going to get 20 to 30 carries. Like, they're going to squeeze out like at least like 80 yards plus a touchdown at some point, or a touchdown, right? I'm not worried about Josh Jacobs, dude. He's a beast. He was my buy low candidate for like 3 or 4 weeks in a row, up until now. So like, well, I mean, you know, before now. So I like Josh Jacobs a lot. I'm super high on him. Noah Harris, do I trade Julio, Jonathan Taylor, and T. Higgins for Keenan Allen and Chris Godwin? You could, Noah. It depends on who else do you have for running backs, right? A lot of this will depend on whether or not you have a solid, maybe like 3 running backs ahead of Jonathan Taylor here. I like the wide receivers. I think you're gonna get back. Allen Robinson says, "Get me to Green Bay before Aaron goes to San Fran." Yeah. Get this man to Green Bay. Browns for playoffs. Some portions of it, not all of it. Desert Fish. Some portions of it. Says, I know you didn't ask about Mr. Big Chest or Pittman, ABs, but he is, right? It's very good, and he gets the targets. He's just not very, you know, he's not always going to be that #1 option. That's the only thing. You got to think about opportunity as well. Andrew Luck. Yo, we got Allen Robinson and Andrew Luck in here. Guys, this stream is lit right now. Andrew Luck, I miss you, man. Start 2. Deontay, J-Rob, Jonathan Taylor, Pittman for my co-host. I like J-Rob and, J-Rob and maybe Taylor here. Robinson, Rutsford. Don't listen, man. If you don't know what Reddit is, I would not recommend going down the route. It's very good for you to not know what Reddit is. Adam says you were in Morocco. Oh, that's awesome, man. Hey, YouTube is suggesting us, boys. Let's go. YouTube is finally getting our channel out there. Def Rio says I saw the red post. Perfect. Burke, thank you for the welcome message. A-Rob says, yeah, hey, listen, we all know you're an NFL star. You're a great player, man. Toby says, I heard of it. I think it's like people want to talk on topic. Exactly. Anush says, start Jerry, Judy, and Flex. I like Curtis Samuel. I think he's a little bit safer. Sub to support. We got some dope goals. Hit us with any questions too, for sure. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm gonna get you all the questions, so you guys don't need to double type it. But yeah, Noah, let us know what. So Noah has Zeke, Wayne Gallman, Duke Johnson, Joe. So see, Noah, I don't think you have a huge running back depth here. I would not trade Jonathan Taylor away because I think you're going to need him for the playoffs. You have Wayne Gallman, who might lose his job to Devontae Freeman when he gets back. I don't like Duke Johnson. I think Joe Mixon is done for the season. I think you got to keep Jonathan Taylor here, unfortunately. As much as I love you getting Godwin and Keenan Allen back, you need that. You need another running back. Toby says, Fogan or Gallman? I go Gallman here. Yeah, Hawks will destroy the Eagles offense for sure. Octavio says, I really want to trade away James Robinson, but he has the hardest RB schedule, but he's already busted 3 weeks in a row, and now he trade line staff. Keep him, dude. I think you're gonna be fine. I wouldn't call him busted, you know? He just played lower than our expectations of him, but like, we can't expect him to score 15, 20 plus points every single week, purely just based on that offense, but they're gonna keep on riding him. They're gonna use him a lot. He's gonna get a lot of volume, and, you know, I would say 10 points is probably his floor. Ty says, would you rather invest in RBBC like LA teams or backup running back like Pollard with high upside? I would rather invest in Pollard because he's been getting value, right? And he'll get a sort of a rotated in to get, like, this week he got a touchdown. And if Zeke goes down, he's you know, automatic pretty much like RB1. So I definitely would invest in Pollard over RBBC. Andrew Luck, oh yeah, man, I'm your biggest fan, my man, Andrew. I wish you would come back to the Colts. Yo, A-Rob we got our first NFL superstar celebrity sub. Let's go, guys. A-Rob just subbed. Do I start Deontay Johnson or Allen Robinson? Alex, what's up? Welcome to the stream. That's a tough one, right? I'm a little bit, I mean, hey, we have A-Rob in the chat, right? But you know, to be honest, I'm a little bit worried about the matchup with Jer. Slightly. I think A-Rob is still going to get targeted, right? I almost think you go A-Rob here to be safe, but if you want the more boom factor, I would go Deontay, Alex. Seahawks even sucks. Sorry, yeah. And you're like, I can send you some sign, but yo, have your people talk to my people, Andrew Luck, and we'll figure it out. We'll feature you. We'll get you on one of these streams. We'll do a feature, man. Ty says, Octavio, tell Brick like it is. That's funny. Toby says, I'm sorry to see Oxy. Hey, that's bold of you. Brick says, we do on paper, but Octavio over the last 2 weeks, our D-line has hella sacks. Yeah, it's been getting better. It's been getting better for sure. Just because, yeah. For real, Hoxie isn't how it was when the season started. All right, there you go. Noah says, all has Miles Jackson. Yeah, I understand. And like I said, I really like the guys that you're getting back, but I still think you need JT as a depth factor, if anything. In my mind, his stock is turning up, and I think he's going to be pretty useful moving forward. But I'm just a teeny bit worried if you don't have that RB depth there, man. I think the Hawks are great this season. Thank you, Andrew. You're always the nicest person on the field. Ty says, I don't know, man. All on paper, it feels like some miscommunication that really contributes to their crap defense. Hey, yeah. Mike Davis, steal of the year? I don't think so. He's been a little bit underwhelming over the last 2 weeks. Definitely a great pickup, right? But I don't think he's a steal of the year. Andy says, you can call me Mr. Luck. We aren't close enough. Okay, I'm sorry, sorry, man. I don't mean to be disrespectful, Mr. Luck. I will call you whatever you want. He's RB8. Yeah, I mean, he's been doing well. Octavio says, your secondary is kind of crappy in NFL, but I agree your D-line is strong, especially with Carlos Donovan, for sure. Tyson's not saying that because I'm a 49ers fan, just based on film. Yep. Mr. Luck says, Hawks haven't had our strong safety or either corners over the last 2 weeks. I agree with Mr. Luck. Waiver wire good now. Oh yeah, guys, go check your waiver wires. If it's passed, this is the time to start sniping some people for free. Park says, no way to tell how the Bengals offense is going to look now, but do you think about Boyd? And I think Gio is going to be less affected, and he might actually be a little bit better if they rely on him, but I think Boyd and Higgins are still going to be fine. I think they're going to take a dip in production, but they're still great receivers. So hopefully Finley can like throw the ball in their general direction for some catches. But it'll be too, you know, obviously their stock dropped a little bit, but it'll be to be determined. Octavia says about Deontay Aaron question. Jared has been locked down and completely shutting down the wide receivers, and Bears offense is the worst in NFL. Adding Foles injury, I would start. I am, and Deontay is good. I think it's a great matchup. I don't think he did well last time against the Ravens. You know, I think A-Rob is one of those guys that's like going to be still able to get those get the garbage time numbers, right? But you're completely right. Deontay probably has a little bit better of a matchup. It's just that like there's a little bit more risk, a little bit more variation with like, you know, he could score you maybe like 14, 17 points, but he got to score you like 2 points. Who's the best sleeper you got? Also too, like Trey Burton. Yo, I love Trey Burton. Let's look at our sleepers here. For sleepers, I like let's look at our guys from the waiver wire video today, right? If we had to say, I would go maybe. Sorry, I need to refresh this. A waiver wire video, let's see. I think can we say Des Bryant just for the memes? He looked kind of good last week, and he outproduced and outran Hollywood Brown. I don't actually think it is. I'm gonna have to think about it a little bit. Sleeper, I don't want to say Sony Michel, but he has the ability to potentially be wide receiver, or sorry, running back one, even though I hate the Patriots backfield. All right, let's see. Where are we at? Octavio says he has a higher ceiling for sure. Mihal says pick 2 half PPR Cooks, DJ Moore, Cup Gallman, or Duke Johnson. I'd probably go. I like Cup here for PPR. I don't think you can go wrong with either Gallman or Cooks either. So probably between those three. Noah says I just got offered Robbie Anderson, Clyde, and Austin Hooper for Darren Waller. Do I take it? Ooh, that's not bad, Noah. I actually think you might. Do you have other tight ends that you could potentially pick up? Because I do like that a lot, especially if you need help with you know, like the running back depth we talked about, and maybe wide receiver. Sorry guys, I'm trying to catch up to these, but I will get to every question. Ty says, should Sanders owner be concerned about his value with recent? I think 100% like we could be concerned, 100%. I think it's turning more into RBBC. We'll see what happens. He's still leading it, but the volume I don't love. If they give him more touches, I think he's a very, very easy running back one, right? But I am a little bit worried about his volume moving forward. Trey is a good buddy of mine. I've come to some practice and talk. Hey, that's great. That's great. Mr. Luck, I wish you were here so we can just have you throw to Burton all the time. Can recommend him enough for fantasy. There you go. Abraham, what's up? Who do you like the most falling QBs and why? Rodgers, Hill, Carr, Needham, looking for the floor. It's got to be Rodgers. Rodgers is, you know, one of the top backs that's playing. One of the top QBs that's playing this year. He's almost matchup proof. He had one dud game against Tampa Bay, and that was unexpected. He played like the best defense in Indy this week, and he still scored 20. You got to go Rodgers. Like Rodgers by far. Just purely based on the talent and the tier of quarterback that he is. Also, Abraham, welcome to the stream. And Mr. Lux says, I just traded for Dalvin Cook and Juju a few weeks ago. What do you think? Great, great. And Adam, hell yeah, I love it. It looks like you and I have a lot in common, Mr. Luck, huh? Ty says, Cup and more. What's up, Cooks for a Cup if uncertain? Okay, I like that. Octavio says, yeah, that's true. Deontay has a higher ceiling, but Rob has a safer floor. Oh, 100% agree. Krishna, what's up, man? Start Pittman, Gus, Higgins, Parker, or Fly. I would probably go Pittman or Gus. I like those two a lot more than Higgins or Parker this week. Octavio seems to think Parker, okay. Mr. Lux is out sub. Love supporting Colts fans. Man, I miss playing Lucas Hill. Listen, you have the option to come back next year. We miss you, man. Thank you for the sub, Mr. Luck. We got Alan Robinson and Andrew Luck to sub tonight. All right, let's see where we're at. Yeah, Yahoo waiver seems to clear a little bit earlier than ESPN. What do you guys think about Seattle Z this weekend? I mean, could be a solid play, right? I don't think it's going to be anything crazy, but it could be a solid play. Anuj says Packers D or Washington D. I like Washington's D a little bit more here, Anuj. Both are great plays this week, though. Both are probably in my top 6, top 7. Seattle's bad. D isn't a bad play, yeah, for sure. I haven't checked my ESPN yet, Abraham. I will after I get through these questions. Ty 6 around looking for see nothing, but 2 doesn't target Parker as much. Yeah, like I said, I prefer Pittman or Gus here. I think Pittman's gonna have a really good game this week. Anu says Jason Myers or Tyler Bass for kickers. Ooh, kickers are always tough, right? Let me see. Let me look at their matchups. I'd probably go Tyler Bass here. I like Tyler Bass. Artego says he had a touchdown when he got picked off for the loss, and he targeted him in the red zone as well. Okay. I just had the same question earlier. I ended up going Myers due to rest of season value in addition to this week's. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. That was Fitz at the end. He targeted Parker 4 times. Yeah. Yo, what do you guys think? Should Fitz be the quarterback for the Dolphins, or should Tua? Because they're in the playoff chase right now. So who do you guys think should be is the best quarterback for the Dolphins right now? I guess, yeah, type Parker or not type Parker, type Tua or Fitz. I'm kind of curious as to what everyone thinks. D for real, who do I start for flex? Happy VR, Allen Robinson, Bobby Trees. I think I like CEH here. Let me see, hold on. Also, I think I missed the joke on this. Is Bobby Trees Cooper Kupp here? I've seen that a lot. Dalton Schultz is on waiver. I just don't know about Robbie Anderson because I have Julio, AJ Brown, T. Higgins, and Sterling Shepard. I think Robinson actually might be your third receiver here, honestly, with T. Higgins stock going down, Noah. Octavio says Rodgers is a top 5 quarterback, 100%. Brick says Fitz really likes Parker. Yep. Tua is Sterling, 100%. Iris says love Rodgers. Perfect. Toby says I almost played Wentz over Rodgers. I'm very glad you didn't. Ty says think Bass equals boom, slightly bust. Myers equals consistent floor. Very fair. That Toby said he is Rodgers. Who the best kicker in the NFL? Yo, Hot Rod begs to differ. Abraham says I got offered Connor and Mark Andrews for my Miles Sanders and fan. Also, thanks for the warm welcome sub. Hey, thank you, Abraham. I appreciate it. I don't know if I almost think I like Miles Sanders fan a little bit. Like, obviously, we have some concerns for Sanders. You know, people speculate that maybe they're saving Connor to be healthy for the playoffs, but his volume recently is a little concerning. And I'm not a Steelers fan, so if there's any Steelers fans in here, please speak to it. But Connor has me a little bit worried with his recent usage. Octavio says pull it. Night, boys. All right, yo, Toby, thanks for coming by. Get to sleep and stop waking up randomly at like 3 a.m. in the morning. That should be the QB. He was a god. Call it Kenny Galladay. Okay, yep. Need experience. Fitz if you want the win. Rico Baptiste, what's up? I just traded Jefferson and Montgomery for Big Ben. I think you gave up a little bit more. I think you gave up kind of a lot, Rico, man. I think you might have been able to just pick up a quarterback here off the waivers because Jefferson and Montgomery are going to be solid stars for you. Octavio says Tua for the future. Andrew Lex says Tua take advantage of Fitz as his mentor before he leaves. I like Fitz over Tua. I would hate giving JJ Rico. Yep. Octavio, he's so up in the chat like 5 minutes. Yep. Let's let him oh yeah, sorry guys. I'm really behind. I gotta get to you guys. I'm going through it quick, but we'll get to everything. Yo, you guys are popping right now. I think kickers are irrelevant. Fantasy should be removed. I like kickers. Once again, I agree with Mr. Luck. Glenn, what's up? Carr or Cam at QB this week? Let me look at these matchups again. I really like Carr's matchup this week. I think I lean him right now. Let me just look to see what they have. Patriots have... Who do the Patriots play? Patriots schedule. Cardinals. I like Carr a little bit here, Glenn. And also, welcome to the stream. Man, we got so many new guys in here tonight. We are currently... And so the sub count is not right, but we're currently at... What are we at? We're actually at 223, boys. Let's go. Almost at the 225 mark. Hooper or Gesicki? Ooh, that's a tough one. Depends on who's at quarterback. I think Hooper has a little bit higher of a ceiling, but I'm not a big fan of the Browns Browns passing game right now, so I would maybe look elsewhere if you can. Hot Rod with the rec spec swag. There you go. Bobby Trees is Robbie. Duh. Bobby Trees, Robert Woods. So happy VR, Woods, Allen, or CH. You're right. I mean, I still lean running backs when I can, but if like maybe we go Woods, CH, Allen Robinson here. I think Woods or CH are a little interchangeable. Woods might be a little bit safer, especially in half PPR. So maybe Woods, CH, Robinson here. Kevin says, Sam, what up? Yo, tell Sam what up, man. Hope you guys are home. Yeah, because you guys are home for Thanksgiving, so I hope you guys are doing well. Ty says, Glenn Amos, I'd go Car Falcon C, just doesn't exist. I agree. Bobby Schmurda, yo, Bobby Schmurda, you're in one of my waiver wire videos a few weeks ago. I don't know if anyone who watched my waiver wire through got the reference or saw the little shout out to Bobby Schmurda, but yo, Bobby Schmurda, you were in my video. Would you do Thielen and Lamb for McLaurin and Deontay Johnson? I think I would here. Because I think Thielen and McLaurin are similar wide receivers, and I like Deontay Johnson a lot more, and the opportunity in the situation he is than Lamb. Bobby Sure says Connor for Hunt. I like Hunt. I like Hunt here. We know what Hunt is, and Connor has a little bit of question marks with like what he's gonna be, how he's gonna be used, right? Free Bobby Schmurda, oh for sure. Bobby Schmurda is almost at the end of his sentence, I think. He had to stay the entire time, but I'm pretty sure he's close. Kelsey for Hill, Hunt, and Hawkinson. That's a pretty big haul. I might take that, Bobby. Octavio says, don't disrespect Daniel. Race Young Way, cool, giving more points than Lamar. My starting, yeah, for sure. Oh, I agree. I like kickers a lot. I think they can make a huge difference, even though they're a little bit, not as consistent or not as predictable. I like kickers. Bobby Schmurda, thank you for my dog streaming. Yo, yeah, can we get hashtag free Bobby Schmurda in the chat, please? 2 more subs for the go. There we go. Rico Baptiste. I have Pittman, AJ Brown, Fuller, Cooper, and Rieger at wide receiver. That's why I gave up on JJ. Okay, that's fair. That's right. Rico, you have a solid wide receiver core. Make a fake screen name and sub. Andy Luck is probably Daniel anyways. Yeah, right. I'm just got my left hand. You guys can't see the left hand, but I'm over here making furiously making subs so I can drink beer at 1 a.m. in the morning again, right? D for real, yo, thank you for coming by, man. Free Bobby Schmurda. D for real, just thank you for the sub. Thank you for coming by. You had some great questions, so I appreciate you, and hopefully we see you, in future streams, my man. But Rico, that makes a lot more sense now. You have a very good set of wide receivers, so that's the thing people need to realize. Even though sometimes you give up guys that you don't want to give up, if relatively speaking, if your team is a lot better, just give them up. Improve your team somewhere else, because you're never gonna need like 7 wide receivers on your team. He caught a body, but about a couple years ago. There you go. Here, we're getting close to that reference. And Mr. Luck says, no, I am genuine. Oh, I believe it. One more sub. Cheers. Subs for more. We're getting close, boys. We're getting close. And thank you all so much for the support. We're doing well. I still think 300 is gonna be a stretch this year, but hey, we'll grind a couple of streams, and we're gonna be doing combinations of shots versus beer shotguns or chugs at 300 if we hit it by the end of this week. So we will see. Like and subscribe, right? Daniel's a man. Yo, Sam, welcome. Yo, do we have both Sam and Kevin in chat right now? Mr. Sarcastic, welcome to the stream, my man. Hope you're having a good night. Trade Jacobs, AB, and Drake for D-Hop. Jacobs, AB, and Drake, I would not do that. Keep your guys, Mr. Sarcastic. I like him a lot more. You're giving me up way too much for D-Hop. I understand he's a great wide receiver, but he's not as consistent as I would like for him to be for wide receiver 1. And I'm really high on Jacobs for this season. So you got yourself starters, unless those guys are literally on your bench for some reason. Let them know tonight's goals. Yeah, if we hit 250, we'll chug a beer. We were gonna do shots of beer starting at 225, but I kind of want to see if we can hit 250 first, because I also don't want to just waste like an entire beer, you know. But maybe we'll get a little something since we did hit 225. Octavio says, message for everyone before trade deadline comes up. Since all the bye weeks have never come through, trade a lot of your bench for superstars. There you go. Ty says, I have Josh Allen QB. Should I consider picking up another QB for playoffs, or just? I think you're fine with Allen. Honestly, depends on who else is available. You could always back him up in case he gets injured, but I like Allen a lot. Zohan is a mystery fantasy guru. Thanks for that. Allen's a top 5 rest of the season. Stick with him. I agree. Mr. Sarcastic, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Drew Bronner, do you think Galladay will play again this season? I think so. Let's look at his last thing. Yeah, Breck, I just saw that. Well, I'll get a beverage in just a second. Let's look at let's see what Galladay's status is right now, right? So the latest status on Galladay is I never thought he was going to be out for the entire season. So he did not practice on Tuesday. He has not played through since week 8. Oh, that's tough then. Yeah, we'll have to see this week. I think he comes back, right? I mean, unless, you know, coach isn't underreporting injuries. That's been a common thing this year, right? So that's a little tough. But yeah, with Drew, we will have to see. But welcome to the stream, my man. I've got him too. Yep. I appreciate you, Dan and Octavio, for sure. Yeah, Octavio, yo, you've been giving some great advice, and I appreciate it. Tonight will be a week sauce drinking beer. All right, guys. All right, pause. We're gonna get our beverage. Okay. Let's see where we're at. I think he'll play again, but some people are worried about it. Yeah, that's the thing. But I think he plays. I think he's healthy. He plays. Mr. Yang, what's up? Start DJ Moore over Anderson. I've been liking DJ Moore a little bit more. He's been going off, and he overall, I don't know if you guys know, he has more. Someone in chat told me this last stream. He's like 5th in the league in receiving over Robbie Anderson. So yeah. Glenn says Pittman or Chark. I like Pittman a little bit more. I'm a little bit worried about Chark just because of Luton. So I go Pittman here. Chark is probably gonna be okay. He's probably gonna be a little safer floor wise, but I think Pittman has a good game. Par says, what's my cat's name? His name is Rory. Iris says Pittman. There we go. Not much. Just some man, the stream is great. Good stuff. Hey, Drew, are you new people here? Glenn, Mr. Yang, Mr. Sarcastic, Drew, are you guys all from Reddit or are you guys from somewhere else? I'm kind of curious. It seems like we're getting some folks from both YouTube and Reddit tonight. So, hey, it's great. We're at 30 viewers right now. This is pretty crazy for 12:45 Pacific right now. But yeah, all right, we hit 225. Let's get something to drink. Already? Who is the GOAT? Hell yes. Am I rolling? Yeah, there we go. Yo, Mr. Yang, thank you so much for stopping by. Yo, how's your team looking this week? You get some good guys off of waivers? All right, boys, we got some Soju right here. And our goal tonight was that once we started hitting 225 subs, we're gonna start taking shots at this. And if we hit 250 before we end stream, we're at 228 right now. We're gonna shotgun a beer. All right, cheers, boys. We got a little Vegas dice. Cheers. Tasty. Glenn says YouTube suggestions for me. Oh, perfect. Yo, guys, YouTube is starting to pick us up. And thank you all for coming through. We're still a new and small channel, but we've got a really tight-knit community, and we answer all questions. I think that's the biggest takeaway here. We answer all questions. I went to Soju, hell yeah. A3 first place, that's great, Mr. Yang. Post your team. I'm kind of curious to see what our A3 team looks like. The recovery. Oh, what's up, man? What's up, Daniel? Burrow got hurt for me, man. I have Wentz, but should I pick up Daniel Jones? Who would you start out on the team? Man, both are tough options, recovery. Could you pick up a Derek Carr or Philip Rivers? They're not owned a lot in ESPN leagues, and I like them a little bit more. So yeah, are either one of those two available? Do you think Josh Gordon's coming back from YouTube? Okay, got it. I don't think he is. I mean, I haven't heard anything, so I'm not holding my breath for him. Mr. Sarcastic. I might be out for the season too. Oh yeah, Sam, that was a tough loss this week, right? Against your brother. Brian Hernandez says traded for Michael Thomas, gave up Robert Woods. Oh, I like that. Brian, I actually like that a lot. Michael Thomas is trending up, and I think he's finally coming back to his old form. So Brian, not bad at all. Iris says 808 baby. Where's that coming from? Hope that flavored. That's flavored. It is flavored soju. Yeah, I actually just started. I'm not a huge soju drinker. I mean, I like it. I just honestly haven't had that many opportunities. But here's to. So that was for 225. Here's to 226. Cheers. It's tasty. It's really tasty. If no one has had soju before, like, it's kind of just like wine. So I like it. Drew says hoping to get Dobbins once my waiver clears. I think he's a good stash. I would, I'm personally not a huge fan of Dobbins, but that's just me. Ari says Daniel giving out a gift under his Xmas tree once he hits stay. We very well might. We very well might. Rico says my team before Big Ben trade: Breeze, Burrow, Henry, Jones, Robinson, Montgomery, AJ Brown, JJ, Fuller, Cooper, Pittman. That's not bad. Not bad. Solid team. Rags and Annex. What's up? Welcome to the stream, my man. Hope you're having a good night. He says, hey yo, which do you think is a better pairing for the playoffs? Jacobs plus Robinson or Mostert plus Diggs? Oh, that's tough. I really like Jacobs and Robinson. I'm super high on these two guys. I think they end up as potentially top 5 running backs for the rest of the season. I love them because they are like 2 of the guys that get the most volume in the league. So I like them. Obviously I love Diggs and Mostert. Mostert definitely has some question marks coming back. How he's going to play, how he's going to be used, he's going to stay healthy. So to me, I like the consistency and volume, so I choose Jacobs and Robinson. The recovery says, do you think Eckler plays this week? I do think so. He's still going to split carries because that's just the nature of like the type of running back he is. But I do think, it's looking very good. Everything points to the fact that he's going to come back this week. So many new people, awesome. Yeah, Brick, yeah, it's the community is growing, you guys. The community is growing. And hey, for any of you guys, that want to be part of it, this is the time, these are the good times. Ty says, we'll always accept flavor soju, but those things are creepers and can back you. Oh, for sure. Ty, do you have a favorite flavor? I'm still exploring, so if you do have any recommendations on flavors or brands, please let me know. Ray Munoz, can you rate my team? 100%. Welcome to the stream, dude. Post your team in here and let's see what you got. And I'll rate it. I'm sure, a lot of people in chat's gonna help you rate it too, so post it up. Mr. Cassie says, I'm 10-1 looking to kill it. Yo, you got this, dude. 10-1, that's great. I mean, hey, you guys all make us feel bad who are, borderline playoffs right now, but hey, you guys got some great teams. All right, here's to the subscriber 227. Cheers. Tasty. Mark Lee, what's up? Welcome to the stream, Mark. So we got Pittman, Bernard, Duke Johnson, Boyd, Debo, Juju. Pick one receiver and one flex. I would probably go. Ooh, I like Pittman and. Man, I like Pittman and probably Bernard or Juju here. Out of those, I like Pittman, Debo, and Juju the best. Pittman, Bernard, Juju, and Debo the best. Iris says Colts lose this week. Watch out. And maybe. Irie, let's make a little bet on it. Are you going for the Tennessee Titans this week? Mark says like and subscribe for Marlon Mack to appear on your roster. Hell yeah. Rags says glad to hear you say that. I'm gonna accept this trade. Oh, for sure, Rags. I mean, I think that's great. It depends on if you need Diggs, but like. A lot of it does depend on your wide receiver depth at the end of the day, right? And your running back depth. But I do like Jacobs and to me, those two are like some of my not really sleepers, but those are like my sneaky guys who I think is going to end up doing very well for the rest of the playoffs. Obviously, Robinson has a few tough matchups, but we talk about him so much. It's volume, guys. Volume. Jacobs and Robinson both get 20 plus touches, so I love it. All right, Mr. Yang, let's see what we got here. We got Herbert, Watson, great. Zeke, J-Rob, Chubb, D-Mont, great. Fuller, A-Rob, DJ Moore, Anderson, D. Johnson. Andrew's not a great team, but face the right team. Hey, I think that's a pretty solid team, my dude. That's a pretty solid team. I think you should be going to the playoffs feeling very good about that team, man. White grape and peach flavors, go for them. Okay, cheers. Yo, cheers. Here's to 228. And I'll refresh your page. Sorry, the sub goal isn't updating. It's kind of glitched out, but we're at 228 right now. 228. But yeah, ask Mr. Yang. I think feel very comfortable going to the playoffs right now. Mark Lee, for sure. Thank you for coming by and asking the questions. Mr. Yang says, Break says, Mr. Yang, your team's got a lot of surprising players this season. Not much superstar names, but very, I agree. James Martin, hey, James, what's up, man? Welcome back to the stream. I have Hurst. Should I pick up Jordan Reed or Hooper? I think you keep Hurst. Maybe pick up Jordan Reed if you don't feel good about the Browns passing game, which I don't feel as good about, but maybe you should pick up Jordan Reed and keep Hurst. I'm not convinced Jordan Reed's gonna be able to stay healthy. All right, Ray's team here. We got Tom Brady, Henry, Aaron Jones, Terry McLaurin, Mike Thomas, Kelsey, Miles Sanders, Coach. Oh, dude, you've got a great team. Holy cow. 10-man PPR? That's a great team. Brady is probably honestly your weakest point, but he's still a solid, like, low-end QB1, high-end QB2. You've got two really good running backs. I love your wide receivers, and you have Kelsey, so you're already, like, miles ahead of a lot of other people, and I'm always going to give love to the Colts C, so I love hey, Ray, that's a really good team. What's your record right now? Ray, please do not sit the Colts C against the Titans. Look at what they did last time. Actually, what did they do? Let's look here. Colts C, I guess, is there a reason why you feel like you should be sitting the Colts C against the Titans? They scored 12 against them last week, 2 weeks ago. Where we at? Okay. Pittman and Juju. D for real says Pittman Juju. Okay, I like it. Part says, I know kickers are weird, but Hot Rod or Zango? I always like Hot Rod, dude. I really like Hot Rod. Ty says betting on Colts. Sorry, Irie. Nick Moore, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Looking to pick up Gallman tonight. Gonna play him over Duke. I like that. I would play Gallman over Duke. I mean, Gallman's been scoring literally every single game, so go for him. Andy, look, if you lose a sub, would you have to barf out? Oh, I might. Yeah, that's when the throwing up happens, right? That's gonna be naturally after the stream. Ray says, love the music in the background. Daniel makes me feel like I've had 200 Red Bulls. Yeah, and that's the thing is I actually wondered if this was like a little bit too much for like this late at night. I did ask people if they wanted something more low key. So like, guys, let me know if you want something a little bit more relaxed, because this song right here got a little bit kind of like clubby techno-ish. But I'm more than happy to play some chill songs if we want to just vibe to that. But yeah, I'm gonna fast forward on this because it's a little. Okay, that was a lot. But hey, I'm glad you like the music, my man. Andy Lux says, rate my Colts destroyed the Titans last game, 100%. Brian Hernandez says, rate my team. All right, chat, let's look at this team. Half PPR, we got Russ, Jacobs and McKissic, Michael Thomas and Lockett, Stephon Diggs. I'm currently 8-3, just subscribe. Hey, Brian, cheers to that. Thank you so much for the sub. I think it's a good team. 8-3 makes sense to me because you've got some strong players, right? I think you're a little weak at RB2, and I mean, Stephon Diggs will be your wide receiver too, so I actually like your wide receivers a lot. Lockett I do like. He's a little bit boom or bust, but I think he leans a little bit more boom, so I think it's good. So, my only concerns is with McKissic and Lockett not being able to put up like the consistent points, but it makes a lot of sense that you're 8-3, and you probably lost when I'm assuming Lockett had bad games and you didn't have Thomas, so that's not bad at all. Ray says they did great last time, but I don't know. I feel like the Titans are going to go off against them for some. Hey, if you don't feel comfortable starting them, that's completely fine. But what I will tell you and what I'll tell people is that, hey, the Colts are the #1 defense for a reason. They did really well against the Packers as well. So, just something to think about. But hey, if you like if there's a juicier matchup, which the Browns are juicy, the Giants are juicy, the Packers are juicy, go for it. You play the matchup. If you don't feel so comfortable with somebody, don't play them. All right, boys, 229 because of Brian's generous sub, so. All right, to 229. All I should probably slow down this because this is pretty sure this is like kind of high percentage, huh? Oh yeah, it's 13%. I gotta work in the morning, boys. Break says, Brian, nice team. Did you have a different RB2 before McKissic emerged? Oh yeah, that's actually a great question. Park says Diggs in the flex well, Mr. Moneybags over here. Mr. Yang, how often and what times do you stream? Yeah, so for normal weeks we do Tuesday twice, once at 5 p.m. Pacific and once at 11 p.m. Pacific. Well, yeah, so tonight. We usually do Thursday before Thursday night football, an hour before, so around 4:30 Pacific, and then we try to do at least 1 or 2 between like Friday night and Saturday night. We also do miscellaneous streams, like maybe on Monday nights as well, but I usually post it on my Insta if you want to follow, or on one of my videos. Otherwise, this week is going to be a little bit mixed up because of Thanksgiving, so I'm going to try and stream a little bit more this weekend a few times. So if you don't catch me the first time, I'll be lookout for the later ones, but I think pretty consistently over the last 2 weeks we've been doing like pretty late night streams on like Saturdays, and when I say late, it's like 11:30 or like 12 a.m. like Pacific. So we actually have a lot of fun during those times. But yeah, the goal is, hey guys, the goal for this week is to get to 300 subs. So I will grind my ass off after Thanksgiving and before Thanksgiving to try and get there, and we'll see what we can do. He actually streams 30. Hey, maybe one day we'll get to that point where we'll do a 24-hour stream. Don't worry. Alex says Jefferson, A-Rob, or Eckler if he plays PPR. I honestly go Eckler here. I say go for it. I say go for it. Jefferson, otherwise I'd probably go like Eckler / Jefferson and then A-Rob. Alberto says options at tight end on waivers. Also, Burke is just trying to kill me, right? Alberto says options at tight end on waivers. Tunyon, Atkins, Disley, which one? Do you roll the dice with, or Hooper or Gissi? Out of those, I'd probably go Atkins. It's like the one thing with Atkins is look out for Randall Cobb's status this week. If he's injured and not playing, I think that actually gives Atkins a lot more opportunities, and he had the best game of his season last week. So I lean Atkins a little bit, even though all of them kind of have similar floors. Octavia says maybe pull out your phone and put it. Break says follow the Insta for updates and the posts. Exactly, some posts. And hey, Instagram is where we do like notifications for new videos and streams, but also it's open to suggestions for you guys for what you guys want to make me do at different challenges. So if you do want me to do stupid stuff on stream, comment on there and let me know. Nelson says, I think Aguilar is a sleeper pickup. He's been scoring. Oh, for sure. 100%. Go check out the waiver wire list, guys. I have him as a good pickup. So he scored, if I remember correctly, he scored 5 out of the last 7 games. He had 2 duds. One of them was against the Browns, which is, I think it makes sense. But he is, one of Derek Carr's top targets. So I 100% agree. Also, we're at 231, so got to keep it flowing. 230. And we're going to queue up 231 and answer a few more questions. All right, but yeah, I like Aguilar a lot. I do like Aguilar a lot. Great 2 matches until the Colts. Mr. Sarcastic says Herbert, CMC, Eckler, Sanders, Montgomery, Dobbins, MT, G. Adams, Hopkins, AJ Brown, Galladay, Waller, Carson. Okay, hey, good stuff. You got some really good depth there. I'm surprised you have MT, Devontae Adams, and Hopkins. That's crazy. And then AJ Brown should be great after this week too. So, damn, some of you guys have really good teams here. I don't know how you do it. Glenn says Curtis Samuel or Pittman for this season. Oh, that's tough. Oh man. I lean Curtis Samuel a little bit just because of his production, but I do think Pittman has a little bit more opportunity for like a bigger like ceiling. I mean, Glenn, what's the rest of your team like that you can only keep run? Because I wonder if there's someone else we can get rid of so you can keep both Curtis and Pittman. Burke says if you stream over 24, that's true. Listen, you're in this with me, Burke. You're not getting out. Brian said I had Mixon before McKissic, but I played Gus Edwards over McKissic this week. That's not a bad play. I think Gus Edwards has a little bit higher of a ceiling. I kind of like the Gus Edwards over McKissic this week. I think McKissic's going to be used a little bit less because of the game script that the Cowboys are going to have against, the Washington football team is going to have against the Cowboys. Ray Mooney says, my record is 8-3, Mike. Sanders and Henry's low games killed me a few times, so not bad in my opinion. I feel like those guys, yeah, there you go, there you go. You can also slide into the DMs. There you go, there you go. Slide into my DMs, please. First time joining the stream. This is dope. Yeah, Ray, this is fun, right? You know, we're not too big. We answer all the questions, and it's not just me. Like, we've got some great guys in this chat, like, just talking and responding to things. And if we ever disagree on anything, we talk it out, and we recommend the best things. So, Ray, you know, we hope to see you more and more in future streams. Octavio, what are we putting in our phone here? Ty says RP. Oh, for sure, RP work. All right. 231. Cheers, boys. At least it's tasty, you know? We're getting a little buzz, but at least it's tasty. All right, good. I just refreshed and we're still at 231, so thank you. All right, it's 3:58 where I'm at. You have a good night. Yo, Mr. Yang, thank you so much. Get some sleep. It's so late. We'll hope to see you soon. Relax. One more big shot for 230. Oh, yeah, we just hit 231. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Good night, Senior Yang. Good night, Yang. Roy Kim, what's up, man? I'm about to drop Austin for Donald Shirts, Christian Kirk for Curtis Samuel, Jerry Judy for J.K. Dobbins, and Carlson for. What do you think? Will you stop any? I like Carlson, honestly. I don't think you need to drop Carlson here, Roy. I'm not a huge fan of J.K. Dobbins, so I wouldn't pick him up. But I would honestly say drop Judy for Samuel, keep Christian Kirk. You can drop for Dalton Schultz as well, but I would say keep Carlson, keep Christian Kirk. If you really want Samuel, drop Judy. And I do like Dalton Schultz over Hooper, at least for now. James says, yeah, we're all killing it. It's a collective effort, boys. Ty says, don't drop Carlson. I agree. Mr. Lux says, if you can hold on to Kirk and find someone else to drop Curtis, that'd be dope for sure. James says, Martin says, can I play Gus Edwards instead of AB? Absolutely, you can play Gus Edwards. I think they're both like in the same tier of what I expect him to score this week, so I think go with who you like. AB has been getting a lot of targets. I think he's due for a touchdown this week or next week. Ray says, what time do you start streams? On Tuesdays, we do one at 5 p.m. Pacific, and then we do another one at 11 p.m. Pacific, but we stream multiple times throughout the week, Ray. Ray says, I have T. Higgins. I feel like this guy will be different without Joe Burrow. Should I drop? I wouldn't drop him just yet. Hold him and see how Finley does with him, right? Obviously, his value drops down a little bit, but I don't give up on T. Higgins yet. He's your stud. Let's see if Finley potentially finds a way to work it in and get him production. I would not drop T. Higgins just yet. If we really disagree, we get in a fight. Oh yeah, it hasn't come to that just yet, but yeah, we might have to slapbox a little bit. Glenn says Keenan Allen and Mike Evans, my other wide receiver. So it's Pittman, Curtis, Sam, or Chark. Let me see. Let me just look at these matchups again and see who I like a little bit better. So we're thinking about Pittman versus Samuel, right? I have him ranked pretty similar. I personally, I would go Pittman, not only because I'm a Colts fan, but I think he, you know, last time he played the Titans, he went over 100 yards, and he was this close to scoring a touchdown. I think he breaks 100 and scores the touchdown this week, man. That's my sort of gut feeling. Octavio says, search on YouTube if refs play fantasy football. Oh, I think I've seen that before. Yeah. I need to figure out if I can show YouTube clips on my stream. I don't know. I can't show streams as I found out. Breaks also says I wouldn't drop Higgins, but Kirk is worth a. Yeah, I agree. Giggles, what's up? Yeah, we're kind of popping tonight, man. We're going. Waiver wire camping is always the most lit stream of the week. Loving this. Oh, this is waiver wire camping is so fun. Burke, who's your top sleeper? Yeah, let's hear it. All right. Yeah, thanks, yo. Roy, thank you for coming by. We appreciate you, man. And that was a great question. But yeah, let's give T. Higgins another chance to see what happens, you know? Irish, you guys waking up for flex? I need to look. Michael Thomas for Deontay. Bobby, keep Michael Thomas here. Keep Michael Thomas for sure. Kamara for Henry. I would maybe do that. Bobby Shmurda. I would maybe actually do Kamara for Henry. Henry has a really juicy playoff schedule, so if you're locked into the playoffs, I would go Henry. James Bunny says my wide receiver all tanking. Full game T. Higgins and Gray. Yeah, I know. That's tough. I mean, time to do a little swap maybe, right? Bobby, ooh, Henry or Cook? That's a tough one. I personally like Cook a little bit more, but you can't go wrong with either Henry or Cook. Bobby Shmurda, do you have both like trades lined up, or like what's your situation here? Brooks says I really like Pittman, not really a sleeper, but I really like him. Yeah, for sure. Giggles thinks you should keep Kamara. Okay. I wonder how Kamara is going to be moving forward with Taysom, right? Because this was the first game where he didn't have a reception, which was pretty shocking for someone like Kamara, right? But yeah. All right, boys, 232. I promise you guys 232. We're going to do one for each. And if we hit 250 at the end of the night, I kind of hope we don't. That's the first time I'm going to say I don't hope we hit more subscribers. But yeah, it's a shotgun at 250, right? What are your top five rest of the season running backs? Ray, do you want me to include the studs as well, or do you want me to include the guys that are outside of like the Cooks, Henry, Kamara conversation? Bobby Schmerda says, yes, sir, I'm worried about Kamara. I want to be worried about him, but I do like Cooks or Henry maybe a little bit better. You know? To me, they just feel like, I mean, Kamara is very good, right? But we don't know how long Drew Brees is going to be out. And Taysom Hill is going to vulture a lot of T's in the end zone. So I kind of like Cooks and Henry a little bit better. Rico says, love the content. Know that I lost Jefferson. Who should I start as my wide receiver 3? Cooper, Pittman, or Regan? I like Pittman a lot. I think you're fine with Cooper or Pittman, so go with who you like, but I do like Pittman. Hill's gonna eat very much so. Why are my waivers? Are you on ESPN here? Rico says, now that I lost Jefferson. Okay, yeah. Cooper, Gigo says. Bobby says, feel you might get for sure. Yeah, no, if you can get those, I love those trades. But let's see. Sorry, I love the running back trade. I think you should keep Michael Thomas. Okay, so Ray, if we're staying outside of Henry and Kamara, I'd say like I'm gonna go volume, right? I'm gonna go Chubb, Josh Jacobs, James Robinson. Let me see who else we're missing here. I mean, we're missing a lot of guys, obviously. Let me just look at the list really quickly. So I like Jacobs, Chubb, Robinson. Let's go kind of wild. Let's go Gibson and JT. Roy says, just want to share, last weekend I made 2 trades. First by Jacobs for Zeke and Drake, and my second Eckler for Adam Thielen. Did I lose by a lot? I have not necessarily. I mean, you expanded, right? I think me personally, I'm really high on Jacobs, but you know, Zeke is starting to come back, and you got 2 starting wide receivers, 2 starting running backs, right? So that's good. I prefer Adam Thielen. I don't think that's bad, right? There's still a lot of question marks with Eckler. I don't think you lost by a lot. You know, personally, I would like to keep Jacobs. I think you're fine with the Thielen trade, but I think it'll work out for you, dude. Don't worry about it. James Martin says Hunt. Yeah, honestly, I was thinking about that. I think Chubb and Hunt could potentially both do very well for the rest of the season. Giggles, is he out this week? We don't know just yet. We don't know yet. I think his last test came back negative, so there's a chance he actually plays. So Jefferson will get more targets this week. Yeah, I mean, I think Jefferson actually maybe gets hurt a little bit if Thielen isn't there, because that means people can just focus on Jefferson, but I do think Thielen plays. Farrell, man, what's up? Welcome back to the stream. How you doing tonight? It's late, man. It's late for a lot of you guys. Mr. Lux says Chubb, Jacobs, J-Rob, Swift. Oh yeah, Swift is a good pick. Swift is actually a really good pick. I traded him for Big Ben. Okay, nice. I thought Thielen was already. Was he rolled out? Let's see. Adam Thielen. Let me look him up. Thielen. I didn't think he was. So his last news says he tested positive first, and then he tested negative. So this is a false positive. The Vikings are working with the NFL to determine his status for Week 12 against the Panthers. There's just still plenty of time for him to get cleared, especially if it is a false positive. So I think there's actually a good chance that he plays Burke. Or Andy. Roy, I have Thielen now, and he's no, Roy. I don't think he's out yet. There's a small chance he might be out, but I think I think he's gonna play. I think he's gonna play. Parsons, Aaron Jones too. Yeah, never mind. He can play for sure. Aaron Jones for sure. I think he can. He's been a little underwhelming, right? The last 2 weeks. I mean, he's still been putting up double digits, but he's been a little underwhelming for Aaron Jones, I suppose. So, yeah, we'll see. Aaron Jones is definitely a great candidate for it. Let's see. Farrell says, my wide receivers, DeAndre Hopkins, Michael Thomas. My running backs are Clyde and Mike Davis. Flex is Justin Jefferson. My bench is Jonathan Taylor, Fournette, Jacoby Myers, Deebo Samuel. Is there anything no, I think you're good. I think you're very good right now. Your wide receivers should be solid for you. I think Mike Davis is going to be good for you for the rest of the season. I think you're sitting pretty right now. Farrell, what's your record right now? But the question is, should I start him against the Panthers? Oh, if Thielen plays, you absolutely start him against the Panthers. You trade him for Thielen because he's a stud. You pretty much start him like every week, right? Luke says, I traded for Aaron Jones. I don't mind the 15 points games now, but waiting for him to go off. I think he will. Like, we'll see at least one more Aaron Jones, like, kind of explosive, like, probably 40-plus point game at some point. I believe. He just, like, it's tough for him to get going against the Colts, and, like, I kind of expected that. How do you think Jonathan Taylor will be for the rest of the season? I think he's trending up. We finally saw him like kind of break out of that shell. The coaches trusted him. You know, obviously at the end of the day, it's still going to be like who's hot and who's hot. So we'll see what happens there. But I do think his stock is going up, and the coaches should be trusting him a little bit more. Raul says, should I start Duke Johnson or wait to take his chance? If you can, I would wait and take a chance on Eckler 100%. I don't like Duke Johnson. Luke says, Eckler, Gus, Tim Patrick got stolen. Oh, that's rough. Okay. Part says, I know these questions are pouring in, but I'm so interested in your favorite fantasy. Oh, Part, are you saying you want to see my my fantasy squad? Is that right? I know you brought it up, and I apologize, I forgot about it. But let me know if that's what you're asking, because I will show it next. Pharaoh says, I'm sitting at 5 and 6 in 5th place, but it's close. I might lose. No, you won't. We got you, dude. We got you. We're going to get you into the playoffs. Don't worry. Mr. Sarcastic says, Gordon or Lindsey read of the season, waiver sniping. I still lean Gordon. You know, he's like, I understand Lindsey has been performing him a little bit, but I still like Gordon a little bit. He has a tough schedule right now, but 14-16 is beautiful for sure. He's second to Henry with schedule. Yep. If Jonathan Taylor has a breakout game, should I try and sell? I think you keep him. I mean, see what you always like, sell high, see what you can get, but yeah. Dang it, the stream made me miss Shorty's text again. Dislike. Oh no. Yo, get Shorty back in the chat, Burke. Would you start Ebron or Jordan Reed this week at tight end? Let me look at their matchups really quickly. I lean Jordan Reed a little bit to start. But Steelers are playing Ravens. I kind of like Jordan Reed a little bit, but Ebron has more chance. I think he has a higher chance of getting those touchdowns. So maybe Ebron if you want the higher end. All right, Parth. Here we're gonna show Parth the team because he's been asking. So we're gonna take a quick break from questions. We're also gonna see if we are above 232 right now. Okay, we're still at 232, so we don't have to take another shot. All right, so here's team one that I made huge trades on a few weeks ago. We got Rodgers, Jacobs, Dalvin, Adams, Antonio Brown, Travis, Chase, Hot Rod. On the bench, we have Fulgham, Davis, Mixon, Juju, Lazard, Pittman, and Devontae. I'm proud of this team because this is a 14-man team. This is a 14-man league. So this is my favorite team right now. Another league I'm in, I'm first place. This is a 12-person team. We got Murray, Chubb, Robinson, Adams, Allen, Logan, Chase, AJ Brown, JT, Fournette, Justin Jefferson, AB, Curtis, Michael Pittman, and Gaskin on IR. So this is a solid team, and one of the reasons why it's first. The other one that I'm probably gonna miss out on, and honestly I think a lot of it had to do with injury. We've got Ryan Tannehill, Clyde, James Robinson, CD, Jacoby, Taysom, Mike Davis, Hot Rod again, Mixon IR, David Johnson IR. I had Dak that I lost, Josh Allen, Antonio Brown, Brian Ike, and Naeem Hines. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. Do I want to like risk the lower points from Ryan Tannehill against Indy and play Taysom or what? So that's something I need to figure out. I might risk it if I feel like Taysom's going to score over 20. All right, so back to this. I think Grady is my favorite dance. Just love Jefferson for sure. I picked up Zach Ertz out of wherever. Do you think he's valuable for an IR spot? Roy, I'm pretty low on him. There's always a chance, but I'm pretty low on Zach Ertz, honestly. I think Goddard is going to be the tight end to own on that team. Farrell, my favorite team are the Indianapolis Colts. Big Colts fan here. Raul says, I'll put my money. No better has a better squad than mine right now. Yeah, Raul, show your team. Let's see the team. Yeah, who lets you do that in a 4 team? I know, right? You got to pick off the guys who are desperate to get into the playoffs. So yeah, no, Raul, let's see the team. Bobby says, just want to know, we all appreciate you, and good luck to you and your fantasy team for this season, and God bless you and have a great day. Yo, Bobby, thank you so much. You have a great Thanksgiving. We hope you get out soon, and yo, I love your music. We'll bump it to some we'll bump to some Bobby Schmurder soon. You just gotta give us copyrights to it. But yo, Bobby, thank you so much. Pharaoh says, also want to know, should I start Jordan Reed or Jerry Cook? Let's look at these matchups. So we have the 49ers and I lean Jordan Reed a little bit here. Pharaoh versus Preach Bobby, Preach for sure. Can't wait for your first day out for song. Oh, let's go, Bobby. Can I get a Bobby Schmurt? Or can I get free Bobby again in chat one more time? Brick Shorty, let's go, baby. Yo, Brick Shorty, yo, you gotta relax, girl. Let Brick be Brick. He's my best mod, man. I mean, Sam is also great, actually, but Sam is busy with spending time with Kevin. So Brick's been here since day one. Yo, Shorty, you gotta let him be. Let's see. Do you think Higgins will be fine without Joe? We'll see. I think his talk goes down a little bit, but I think he's good. He's a good enough wide receiver that he hopefully should be okay. Part says, Stack, love the Claypool stonks. Thank you. Oh, for sure. I love Claypool. Sarketsa says, do you think Gus holds RB1 for Reeve? I don't think so. I think once Ingram and JK comes back, it's going to be messy again. I think he's good for the next 2 weeks, assuming Ingram and JK Dobbins can't play in 2 weeks. I'm not touching that backfield after they come back from COVID. Farrah says, those Knights of the Coast are one of my teams I love, especially now that they have Rivers. I love him. My favorite team, those one. Oh, nice. Farrah, how did you, what's your connection with Washington here? I'm kind of curious. Okay, so Raul says Kyler, Miles, Mike Davis, Eckler, Gibson, Scary Hopkins, A-Rob, Deontay Kittle. Oh, that's good. The one and only Daniel, no, we're good. I'm not actually getting that sleepy. It's my contacts are actually drying out a lot. James Martin, check your subs. Oh boy. Damn it, alright, we're at 234, boys. Alright, that's 2 more. I did promise, right? That's a small streamer life. You gotta make all these promises to get the numbers. 233. Jeez, guys, we're done with half of this bottle already. 234. Cheers, boys. Break dance. Whose is better, Raul's or mine? That's tough. I think there's you guys both got some good ones. But Burke, he's still in it, right? Henry Hopper. Pick 2, Devontae Parker, CD, and Juju. I like... That's a good one. Who? Let's see. Let me just so Devontae for sure. Like you're not gonna sit Devontae this year. He's proven that he's just a sit and forget, right? I think I go... I might actually go Devontae and CD here, man. I might do that. James, you just logged in. I'm sure you did, but hey, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Any sub is a good sub. Yeah, I think I go Devontae and CD here, Henry. Bro, if only Kitto's still a thing, I know, right? What do you guys think? Do you guys think Kitto's coming back this year? I don't think he will, but a lot of people are so pretty hyped that he will. Brick says Ryan, Henry, Chubb. So I like Raul's quarterback better. I like your running backs better, Brick. But I think I like his wide receivers a little bit better. So kind of a toss up here. Diegos, will Higgins? I think Higgins' stock will go down a little bit, right? I think I hope he's still okay. He's a great player. I don't think Fielding's that bad that he can't even like hit Higgins for some catches. Perhaps since I grew up in DC area, so I just love them, and Baltimore because I go to their games. Nice, okay. Hey, that's very fair. I hope, it seems like the Washington football team is really turning things around right now. Like, just let's hope they get a better name sometime soon, right? Roberto, rank the stream. Welcome to the stream, Roberto. So we got Watson. So Watson, great quarterback. Chubb, Sanders, great running backs. Devontae, Fuller, Juju, Godwin, Hunter. I like it. You know, I don't know if you have a third running back for the flex. I'd be curious about your bench, but it looks good on paper. Mason says Kirk or also, hey, welcome. You made it to the stream. Good to see you, my friend. Kirk or Stafford this week. I'm thinking about Stafford, but I'm worried about the thumb. Yeah, okay, so you're talking about Kirk Cousins, right? Okay, sorry, I was thinking Christian Kirk, because we've been talking about him a little bit. I still like Stafford a little bit more. I think, obviously we had the scare. Well, we had the dud last week, but let me look one more time. Let's see. So, NFL schedule. Kirk is, oops. So Vikings are playing the Panthers, and the Lions are playing Texans. Oh, I think that's pretty close for me. I keep an eye out for Thielen's injury. If Thielen doesn't play, I don't know. Maybe I like Kirk here, actually. Kirk has been doing pretty well. Maybe I like Kirk here. Let's see. Glenn says Jonnu or Dalton. Jonnu for the ceiling, Dalton for the floor. Because Dalton's going to get a lot of looks. Jonnu is not, but he's been getting a lot of those, like, sort of like like the end zone touchdowns on like low reception. So it's really a ceiling versus floor kind of thing. It's past 7 a.m. where I am, so I'm going to sleep. I have school. Oh, geez, Octavia. Yeah, go to sleep, please. Thank you for coming by, dude. Yeah, take it easy. Good night, man. Yeah, Octavia was great tonight. Kiddo's on my IR too. Yeah, for sure. Hart says, looks like you're tied in so week. Area kind of worried about Watson's schedule, but he's game ready. Yeah, Watson's one of those guys who's like, he's like gonna bring his team back, and he's gonna get a lot of garbage points. So he's at least a decent fantasy quarterback. Rose says, hey, Dub. Breaks, I'll give it to you. I'm ready for my playoffs. Yeah, rough. Roy, thank you for coming through, dude. Thanks for the sub, and yeah, we'll see you soon, man. Come by more streams. And sorry, I'm like, I don't know if it's delayed just on me being slow or also the stream, but trying to catch up as much as I can. JJ Martin says, should I trade Godwin for AJ Brown? I have him pretty similarly in my end. I probably prefer, I prefer Godwin a little bit because AJ Brown has had some butterfingers recently. I hope I'm a big I'm a big Red Bulls fan, but honestly, I'm sticking with the team no matter what. Yeah, exactly. Hey, it's loyalty, right? Burke says 235. All right, Burke, are we lying or are we actually at 235? I know you wouldn't like to. All right, boys, 235. I don't think we're gonna get 215 more, so joke's on you guys. All right, 235, boys. Cheers. Mason, how's my team? Okay, let's look at this. Also, oof. Yes, Raul, very much oof. Stafford, Aaron Jones, Zeke, Keenan, Allen, Robinson, Kelsey. I usually have Jefferson on my flex. I also have got Rope. Okay, so I think you're a little weak at quarterback, Mason. Your running back should be good, but they're obviously underperforming right now, so hopefully they turn it back. I like your wide receiver. I love Kelsey, so that's all great. And obviously, I love the GOAT. Roberto subscribed too. Yo, thank you so much for the sub, Roberto. Is that 256 or 235 or 236 here? And that's 236. Oh, man. Roberto. Hey, at least I like you because our puncher's name is Roberto. Right? Wait. It's getting to that point where the fatigue and the liquor is hitting. So, yeah, Roberto Sanchez. So, we're gonna, Roberto, thank you for the sub. And we've gone through more than half now, boys. With me having to wake up in about 6 hours for work, so love you all. Work in the morning, he's got to put in the work right now. That's true. That's true, Shorty. Roberto says Parth S is a dynasty 6 keeper wide receiver league. Sequel got banged up and my backs up are handcuffs and Kamara to injured. Okay. Farrell, let's look at your team. You got Aaron Rodgers, Mike Thomas, D Hop. Okay, starting good. Mike Davis, CH, Jordan Reed, Justin Jefferson, Giants, Young Wei versus him. Russ Wilson, Tyreek Dalvin. Oh. You've got a tough opponent this week. I won't like sugarcoat it, but I believe you've got some good guys who are able to put up the numbers, so I think it'll be close. You definitely have a chance. I mean, his team is tough, but it's fantasy. Anything can happen in 1 week. So, and again, thank you Roberto for the sub. God says just traded Sanders and Zeke for Henry. So my RBs are now Eckler, Aaron Jones, and Henry Chubb. Oh, I love that. I love that, God. That's a great trade for you. You didn't need that. You didn't need 4 and 5, so you went and got one of the best fantasy RBs out there. I love that. Mason, yes, QB is tough when they're 14. Oh, for sure. I agree. That's the thing is to work the waiver, see if you can. Rivers or Carr out there. I like them this week. Jesus says Antonio Gibson or Swift. I like Gibson's matchup a lot this week, and we don't even know if Swift is playing, so I do like Gibson's matchup a lot. I think they're going to be running in with him a lot against the Cowboys. Shorty says pretty soon he's going to be recommending Marlon Mack as a pickup. There we go. We gotta get Marlon Mack. Like somehow, we still got to work on that Bud Light seltzer sponsorship, but we also got to get Marlon Mack in the stream at some point. Yeah, he's number 1 in league. Farrell, I can see why. I mean, that's a scary team. That's a pretty scary team. Yeah, we got God in this chat. God with a big G. Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, listen, we got God, we got Andrew Luck, we got Allen Robinson. This stream's been kind of lit, you guys. This stream has been kind of lit. 237. All right, listen, I'm not even trying to sugarcoat it. 237. Cheers. 13 more. I don't think we're gonna get to 13 more. Maybe we'll have to do a cutoff with a time, so we actually don't get to 250. But I feel like it's late enough that we won't get 13 new subs. And we've caught up to chat. Holy cow, you guys. This has been great. Keep on sending through the questions. I'm assuming most people are going to want to go to sleep soon. So not that I'm trying to, be a little scaredy cat and not chuck on a beer. But I'm sure everyone's trying to go for it. Also, like, Reddit's so weird, right? I posted a link to this channel, which is we got a lot of great Redditors tonight, so anyone who's from Reddit tonight, welcome over. But it's interesting because people just like started their own like threads under my thread, which is like fine, but it's interesting. Good idea to promote like this. Oh, for sure. Hey, we got some love in there. Damn, it's funny because you can like start a topic in Reddit and like there would just be conversation that just goes way off topic in this comment section, but that's ready for you, right? Drizzy, what's up? Oh, Drizzy, what's up, man? Welcome from Reddit, my friend. How you doing tonight? Yo, we're having a pretty fun stream tonight, and we're doing a little drink challenge for every new sub we get. But hey, welcome to our channel. We've got a great little community here. Let us know if you have any fantasy questions. Let us know if you want to select your team. Let us know if you have any waiver wire questions, because now is the time to snap for some waiver wires. But we're we're definitely a few shots of soju in right now, so it's been a good night, man. But welcome. We love our Reddit friends. We passed 20 subs to stream, right? Closing at 25. Let's see. So we're at, what is it? Well, I think we started at 214. So yeah, we're at 23 right now. That's great. Huge. That's huge. Huge night. What's up, everyone? Subs, he needs to take another shot. He's suffering. Oh man. Is it okay? I believe Jefferson can drop. Yo, listen, Pharaoh, I'm gonna believe with you. Justin Jefferson is gonna drop for you this week. We got it. Drizzy says, I just woke up. I didn't get the Rams defense. I bid $3. Oh man. Drizzy, which part of the country do you live in that you just woke up now? Because this, it's still pretty late / early, right? Pharaoh says, who is your favorite player in general, NFL, Pharaoh, or like favorite fantasy player? The recovery says, should I trust Jacoby Myers this week? I also have Devo, AB, Galladay, but I'd be a little careful. The Patriots are pretty bipolar with who they want to play, right? I'd rather play AB. I would probably go like AB and Debo, assuming Galladay can play. Tampa, okay. Yeah, so Tampa, that's like, it's still early. It's like 4:30 for you, isn't it, Drizzy? Did you just wake up just because, or like, are you up for like work? Are you up for school or what? Basis says I wouldn't mind Jefferson dropping 40. Yo, if we speak it into existence, I might have to start Jefferson too. Both favorite player right now in the NFL, I'd probably say is like probably Darius Leonard or Quentin Nelson. I love those guys. Favorite rookie is Justin Blackmon. He might win Defensive Rookie of the Year. Otherwise, favorite fantasy player, who's done me solid? I mean, honestly, James Robinson. He's got a great story. Like, what is he? He was undrafted, right? And one of the best guys right now. So I love James Robinson. Let's see. AB is solid. He's gotten 26 targets or something. Yep, exactly. Yep, he's averaging over 8 targets a game right now. So that's kind of crazy. He's gonna get gritty 4 times. Yeah. You from the U.S. or from where? I'm from the U.S. Yep. Roberto, where are you from? And should I drop Cooper for Ingram? I have Goddard as my other tight end. You could. Ingram's gonna begin. I think Ingram is a good hold right now over Hooper because I don't like the Browns guy. Drizzy says, "Welcome to see the waiver." Hey, there you go. Drizzy, do you have any other guys you can pick up right now? And yeah, I love J-Rob too. Sarcastic, I just picked up Gordon Aguilar and scooped up the. Oh, that's great. Great pickup for you, Sarcastic. Yeah, no, right? My man's over here setting up, grinding and getting up early for those waiver wire picks. You gotta listen. You want the players, you don't want to pay for it. You gotta grind for it, right? Sorry, I said what you forget. I forget what you said, but did you say Stafford or Cousins? So Mason, I have them pretty equally on my rankings, but I do like Cousins a little bit more. He's been doing really well, and I think let's ride with him. The recovery says Keenan Allen's my #1 receiver. I think I'll start AB this week over my. Oh, for sure. AB has been very consistent. He doesn't have a reason for us to not start him for at least a solid 4. So I would go AB for sure. Farrell says James Robinson story is amazing. The guy who hasn't didn't want to trade him. Oh yeah, James Robinson, great story. Shorty says Burks getting injury gives J-Rob a shot at offensive rookie of the year, but I think it's giving Herbert. Herbert has it, I think, by a pretty good chance right now. Roberto says exchange in Finland. Oh, interesting. Okay, Roberto. In Finland, huh? What time is it in Finland right now? Mason says I'm projected to win by 30. I better not. Oh, you're fine, Mason. Projections are usually like not great, but if you're projected to win by 30, that's probably good. Amy says, Daniel, remember when I asked about high upside flex earlier? Guess who I got? The one infinite. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Daddy Gore. Father Time can't even beat him, so let's fire him up, baby. Love it. They both are. Love Swift for sure. I'm not sure if Lamb or Swift are rookies. Oh, yeah, both are rookies. Both have been really good. Lamb would have been he probably had a chance of offensive rookie of the year if Dak didn't go down. Dak loved targeting him, and he was their wide receiver too. Jefferson for rookie of the year, maybe. QBs just have that bias for them. So unfortunately, Brick was projected A138 and scored 89. Yeah, I suppose it happens. That's exactly. Oh no, Burke, you're jinxing Mason here. No excuses. AJ Brown and welcome, man. AJ Brown and Robert Woods start this week. Here's what I've been telling people. I'm not a huge fan of Brown this week because of his matchup. I think there's a chance that he could get a touchdown, but he has been sort of butterfingers, right? Between the two, let me look at these matchups really quickly. AJ Brown, that's tough. I mean, if you want to take a risk and you want to bank on that TD, I would go to AJ Brown. Otherwise, if you want that more solid floor, you want a decent amount of receptions and targets, I would go Woods here, man. Mason, yeah, hey, if it happens, you blame Burke. You come back and blame Burke or his shorty. If it happens, Burke has to give you his shorty. You own her now. Ambi says, all jokes aside, which one has a high upside for flex play? Yeah, see, I would probably say Gio or Gore here. Maybe Gore a little bit, just because I don't know what to make out of that Cincinnati offense right now, right? they can be fine and they can, you know, score, they can get some scores, but like I just really don't know what it is. So like I almost feel like Gore is a little bit safer and maybe has a higher ceiling. Obviously Zhou or Boyd can pop off, but like I don't know what to think about the Bengals offense, man. I'm sorry. Gore's gonna get a minimum of 10 touches, right? So Vero says, as a Washington fan, CeeDee Lamb is a great receiver and such a young. Oh, for sure. I agree. You're never a huge fan of Brown, to be honest, but Woods is more loyal. Yeah. Herbert or yeah, for sure. Yeah, and Shorty, like, just think about it. Both of his last 2 games have been dependent on one play, right? He's been dropping a lot of balls. Against the Colts, he missed like a 40-yard touchdown. Against the Ravens this week, he redeemed himself, right, by getting like what is it, like a 40, like a 20, what is it, 20, 30 yard, like great run by him, right? But he got a 20-yard last minute, like fourth quarter touchdown that otherwise if he didn't get it, he would have scored like 4 points. So I just, you know, I love AJ Brown. I think he's a great receiver. I have him on my team. I just think, you know, once he makes it out of Indy this week, whether he does well or not, he's going to have a really, really good schedule for the rest of the season, but it's tough, right? He didn't do well last time against Indy. I hate to say it, but Woods has a high floor and maybe Siller. Yeah, I agree. Woods has a very good floor. That's exactly the roster I was up against. All the same except for Lindsey instead of Gordon. Yeah, the duo I'm playing has Aaron Rodgers, Melvin Gordon, McKinnon, Ridley, Fulgham. Yeah, I mean, I can see why you're. Yeah, I agree. I don't love that lineup a lot, honestly. I can see why you're up by 30. So I feel good. I feel good, Mason. Ambi says Boyd was fine with Finley last year, though. He scored 160 yards. Yeah, I think, you know, that's why I think both Boyd and T. Higgins still has a decent amount of value, right? People should be giving up on them because I think, you know, with another week of practice, preparation under the belts, like, they'll be used, right? So, yeah. Lambert, Allen Robinson this week. You got to go Robinson based on just the talent and like the number, like how they're gonna force him. You know, I think Lambert's gonna do fine, but like it's hard to like say Lamb over Allen Robinson at this point. Boyd said, let's see. Roberto says it's almost midday here, but cold at. Okay, gotcha. 38. Huh. Okay. Wait. So Roberto, you're doing a foreign exchange program. Is that correct? Drizzy says also Deontay is a bona fide wide receiver. Exactly. Deontay is great when he's healthy, right? But that's like, you know, when he's healthy, quote unquote. Louise, what's up? Should I play AJ Brown? Yeah, Burke Shorty, great question. Who are your other options right now, Louise? Mason, I don't have a single good matchup, but I'm still confident. Yo, you got this, Mason. You got this. I mean, the projection by itself is great for you, right? Pharaoh says, I think I can win, by the way. To be honest, last week I beat the guy who had Mahomes, Devontae. Wow. Okay, damn. That's crazy, Pharaoh. That's hey, yeah. Luis says Pittman, Debo, Brandon Cooks, and Julio. Honestly, out of those, I kind of prefer Julio, Pittman, and Cooks over AJ, but I don't think AJ's a horrible play, is all I'll say. Bates says Zeke versus Washington, Jones versus Chicago, Robinson versus against Jair, Keenan against Trey White. I like. Yeah, okay, there you go. That makes sense, okay. Ambi says 38 is summer for Wisconsin people. Yo, Ambi, are you from Wisconsin? He had to put in T. Higgins. Oh, gotcha. Okay, fair. So yeah, that was a good week for you. Roberto says, correct, sir. 1 year exchange finishing before Christmas. Oh, nice. Roberto, where's home for you? Brick Shorty says I have Julio, but he's broken my heart so many times I won't play him. Yeah, that's the other concern with Julio is that he's not 100%. Ambi, which part of Wisconsin? I'm surprised we never talked about this. I used to live in Wisconsin. Cheesehead, right? Oh, seriously, Ambi? Yo, Ambi, we should talk. I lived in Madison for 4 years before I moved out to California. That's awesome. I'm surprised we never talked about that. What do you, Ambi? Are you a student there or do you work there? Louis says, should I play Eckler? If he plays, he's dropping 40 on his stretch. Yeah, I think Eckler's a good play if he actually plays this week, Louis. I like him. Brick says we got to get some more AO from Luke. Yeah, well, he's up to like 7 O's right now, and I told him he needs to increase it every time, and I expect him to increase it every time. Pharaoh says Youngway, Koo, and Justin Jefferson will carry him to a dub. 100%, 100%. I believe in that. Hey, those are good guys to carry you to the promised land. I believe. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Julio this week. Koo dropping 20? Yo, I believe it, guys. I think as long as we speak these things into existence, I think it will happen. I believe. Roberto says I'm Mexican but lived 2 years ago in Cali. Nice. Okay, that's awesome. Hey, Cali's a great place to live. That's where I live now too. Love Cali. Louis says my other running backs are Drake, Hunt, Fournette, and James Robinson. I would probably play Eckler over. I mean, honestly, if you want to wait a week, you could probably be fine with Drake, Hunt, and Robinson here. I believe too. Let's do it. Yeah, I'd be curious to see. There's a lot of people who's been here for at least an hour, at least a little bit. Because it's gonna have a career game. Let's do it. Yo, everyone who needs a player to go off, just post everything in chat, and anything you post in chat, it's gonna come out through. It's gonna come out. But yeah, Ambi, let me know if you're a student or you work there. I'm very curious. I wonder if we have any mutual connections in Madison. That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, that sounds about. Farrah, you might have even been here for longer, honestly. I mean, for most of you guys are like not West Coast, right? So this is like super early. It's almost 5 a.m. for most of you guys, or for at least a decent amount of you guys, right? Yeah. Zeke and Aaron Jones are both gonna break single game rushing record. What is this? Let's see. What is a single game rushing record? Let me look it up. It's Adrian Peterson, 296 yards against the Chargers in 2007. And isn't that crazy that like AD is like still literally playing like today? Like Peterson, Gore, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Farrah says it's 4:41 a.m. I haven't slept yet. Okay. It's 2:41 where I am, Luis. Okay. I need that from Jones. 296 by AP. Yep, exactly. There you go. My alarm just ran. I need to get dressed for school. Yeah, Octavio, what kind of school are you in? What grade? Took a quick nap and came right back to the stream. I love that dedication, man. Let's see. Luis from Mexico, Pacific time zone. Chubb 3 titties against Jacksonville. UC said here's a good flex play for this week. That's messed up. How are you gonna call our boy Chubb a flex play, man? I believe Gore's not human. How is that? I know. I think he's actually holding out for his son too. I think his son is like eligible for the NFL in like the next year or two. He's got to be holding out so that his son plays, right? I mean, there's no other explanation in my opinion. Octavio, Catholic school. Okay, awesome, cool. Well, hey man, hope you have a great day at school. Be very careful. Don't get COVID, and hope you get that win this week. Louis says, should I play Carr or Tannehill? I go Tarek here. Carr here. I don't like Tannehill's matchup at all, and he did not play well against the Colts last 2 weeks ago, so I go Carr here. If Thielen is out, hopefully Jefferson finally gets a red zone look. Yeah, I know, right? I haven't honestly been following the Vikings game, so I don't know how much he's used in the end zone, but I'm sure Dalvin Cook is honestly probably one of the primary focuses in the end zone here. I saw PFF has caught its top 3 wide receivers for fantasy. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, PFF has some funky ways to determine their stats, right? So, I don't know. Yeah. Thanks, Ante getting bullied. Yo, you got them, dude. Yo, fight back against bullies. David, what's up, man? Should I play Fant or Goddard this week? I like Goddard a little bit more. I like his volume. I like the matchup a little bit. I think, I like Goddard a lot this year. What is, I don't know, Burke. That guy's kind of popped in a couple of times, right? I'm glad you shut him down, but yeah, I don't know. Francis, I hope Dalvin Cook doesn't go off. I'm so scared. Dan, don't worry about him. You got enough firepower to fight back. South Park reference, a fantastic episode. I don't know if I've seen the one with Brady, honestly. Is it? Okay, that's interesting. Robert says, anyone here plays? I don't play Dynasty. There's a couple people that definitely play Dynasty here. Mason says the thing is Jefferson gets gets open a lot, but Kirk just feeds Thielen, Cook, and yeah, okay, that makes sense. I mean, at least Jefferson's out there for, you know, those big yardage plays that like gives him those touchdowns. So yeah. Pharaoh says, I believe PFF as long as they keep ranking Justin Jefferson top 3, right? Yeah, because at some point Thielen and Justin Jefferson were like 1 and 2, I'm pretty sure, this season. I haven't shot him down. He was here earlier, but I wasn't sure if I should or not. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, let him be him, right? Unless he's like actually like, I see it, Burke, and like, I'm gonna ignore most of his stuff. So like, unless he's actually like being like super like saying like some bad things, you know, just let him be. I'm sure it's, you know, just another kid just trying to have fun. But you know, if it gets too much, I fully trust you to do whatever you need to do. But ignoring him also helps. I think I will if he shows up again and said, yeah, for sure. I mean, feel free to do it. Don't worry about it at all. Delvin Cook against the Carolina D. Yeah, I know, right? We'll see what happens. Hey, maybe the Vikings will get up quick and they don't even have to run Delvin anymore, right? Mason says, I'm playing a Dynasty League next year. Nice. Just so that 10 plus players have tested positive. Jeez. Is that true? Let me see. I never look at fantasy. I'm surprised there's still fantasy news this early. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, that's crazy. I wonder, it would be interesting. I wonder if Lamar was, I mean, it's hard to imagine like some other offensive players like Lamar or like Gus not being close contact, right? I'm pretty surprised by that. Gus the Bus is RB1 for them this week? Yeah, for sure. And Roberto, he might be the RB1 for them next week as well. They've got 2 back-to-back Thursday night games. So there's a small chance that you know, the other running backs might not be able to play. Very small chance. Man, COVID has really put it. I know, right? Pharaoh, at least it hasn't canceled the season, right? I think that would have been even a bigger downer. I'd rather just a few players not be able to play than like the entire season being canceled. Sorry, members of the organization. Yeah. Octavia says, yeah, he goes against the best rushing defense in the league. Oh, Jersey says apparently 5 coaches have play. Okay, so I feel like they've identified most of the 5 players, right? So Lamar and Gus are probably fine. David O says Michael Thomas, DJ Moore, CH Bernard, or Ike at the flex. Ooh. I kind of like Michael Thomas here. I think Michael Thomas is finally back, so I think I lean him here, David. I think I like Thomas here. One of you chat if you think the Seahawks best team in the league. Hey, we got 1-1 at least, right? Mason says Ingram and Dobbins are out. I have Gus. Too bad he's got a tough matchup and there's nobody I can start him. I think you're fine. You know, I think Gus will be fine. He did well against the Steelers last time. Not saying he's going to repeat his performance, but I think there's enough offensive power with the Ravens that they'll probably be able to get into the end zone. Oh, Big Rob says, would you trade Dalvin Cook for Aaron Jones and AJ Brown? Big Rob, do you need... So, who do you have? You have Thomas and Ridley. Yeah, Burke, you're asking good questions. Yeah, Big Rob, what's the standard? Who else do you have here? Is Ike not flying? Let me see. I thought he was back. Let me see. No, I don't. I think he's back this week, Dizzy. Gus is great against a great defense, but also in a run-heavy team and a RBBC. Yeah, for sure. Terrell says 2. Anyone else? Let's see. Roberto Ayuk's and Kobe so born in, but isn't? I thought Ayuk wasn't like. I thought he didn't test positive though, right? Ryan says, would you try Chubb for Zeke and Dynasty? I'll probably need our Dynasty folks to chime in here. Chubb is younger, right? I kind of like Chubb. Mason, I'm gonna head out. I need some sleep. Have a good night. Yo, Mason, thank you for coming by tonight, dude. We'll see you soon. Versus, I don't really think you need unless you're. I don't really think you need to unless you're third receivers like me or something. Yeah, and that's the thing. Big Rob is like, oh yeah, you also have Godwin. I think you keep Dalvin Cook here. Dalvin's gonna score so many points for you. He's like one of those like solid starts that like actually gets you points. I would keep Dalvin Cook here. Yeah, you're good. Farrah says, y'all think Debo will do good when he comes back? I think so. I don't think I can ever start Debo same over Justin Jefferson. Do you have over my? I mean, we'll see. I think Debo will be interesting. He'll get used a lot in the running game too. So, but yeah, Dynasty folks, help our friend out, Ryan here. Also, Ryan, welcome to the stream. What would you guys take, Chubb or Zeke in Dynasty? Because Chubb is, to me, is younger, right? Zeke should be on a. I mean, they're all both on good offenses, right? So I wonder if we go for the younger guy in Chubb here. Chubb has been great. Zeke has been better. Yep. Chubb is younger. Hum probably leaves next year too. That's a great point. I wonder. Yeah, I kind of think maybe we keep Chubb here just for the age, honestly, right? And the fact that like the Cowboys are going to be more pass heavy than the Browns. The Browns are really going to be relying on their running game. I think that's their identity. So I kind of think that maybe we keep Chubb here. Yeah, Ryan, what do you think about that? Let us know your thoughts. Brian, you go and see. Cool, sounds good. I'm glad we're on the same page. And you know, I don't think you can go wrong with either. But I think, you know, long term, potentially Chubb might be a little bit better for you. I honestly, Chubb is a great running back. You know, I can definitely see it. Like, if for some reason Dak leaves the Cowboys next year, I can see Zeke's value going down. We don't know for a fact that he's going to stay with the Cowboys. You know, Zeke's going to be great if he's with the Cowboys, but there's always a chance that Dak leaves and they need to find a different quarterback, right? Parsons Chubb, but I'm biased as a Chubb owner. Really sucks that Dak is out because he opened out for sure. Ooh, some soccer players in the chat. Let's go. I hope to. Fair. No. Let's get Dak to Indianapolis. We need Dak in Indianapolis for sure. Don't you speak that evil on us. Listen, we don't have Andrew Luck anymore. We need him back. You know how it is, man. You know how it is. It's nothing personal. It's all business. It's all business. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I wonder how much Jerry Jones will like pull a Jerry Jones and not make things happen. We'll see. You would think that he would get paid, right? But I really don't know. I think Jerry Jones can be a little wonky with what he does, and he has a big ego. So we'll see what he does, you know. There you go. There's an update, boys. We're at 238. Let's go. Huge shout out to everyone who's up tonight. Thank you all so much. It's actually Jets. And Jets gonna get Trevor, man. Jets gonna get Trevor. You guys had too many greats. Let us have one. All right. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. You guys get one. Yeah, I guess we have been a little spoiled with Manning. Oh, Ryan, thanks for the sub. And hey, Ryan, if you're still in chat, we're doing a little drink challenge tonight. Shout out Soju just for you, my friend. Cheers to Ryan, everyone in chat. Cheers to Ryan. Appreciate the sub, my friend. All right, Drizzy's. So let's see. Drizzy's going to bed. Yo, good night, Drizzy. We'll see you soon. If you're around this week, we'll be streaming a few more times. So yeah, Drizzy, have a good night, and we'll talk soon. Thank you for coming through. Ryan says Jerry Jones is a bum. I've been a Cowboys fan forever. He doesn't let us. Ryan, what do you think? As a Cowboys fan, do you think Dak's on the team next year, or do you think Jerry lets him walk? I'm getting my guy. Oh no, Roberto, please no. See, next time I need to set rules about duplicate accounts, but I guess I won't actually know, right? But yeah, Ganstarter's 100% worse. Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious, Ryan. I'm very you know, from a Cowboys fan, I'm very interested in what your thoughts are on what's gonna happen with Dak's next year, and sort of just like what's the future of the team, right? Because it sounds like the O-line's sort of breaking down a little bit, and you know, there's a little bit of work to be done with the defense as well. Oh man, you think Dak walks? Okay. So then you guys are just gonna have to draft a quarterback, huh? James, welcome, man. Drop one, Drake, McKissic, Edwards. Oh, That's tough. So James, I would say if we're looking long term here, like, you know, past this week, next week into the playoffs, I would drop Edwards because Drake's going to be your starting running back and McKissic's going to be great, especially if you're in a PPR league. So, yeah, Burke, like what Burke is saying, that's very valid. Who are you dropping them for, right? Because we should evaluate who you're dropping for. But if you absolutely need to drop one, you know, I would hate to say Gus because, you know, he's going to be good this week. But, yeah. Oh, Roberto. Okay, let's see what we got here. I got to refresh and make sure, right? Oh, man, we are at 2... How are we at 241? All right. Oh, boy. I gotta shut off the stream soon so we don't actually hit 250. Cheers to Roberto's alternate account. Lightweight cheating, but we'll take it, I suppose. Barry says, please let Dak walk. I don't need him to destroying us every year, right? Dak hasn't been played since week 5 and still has more press. I know, it's crazy. Yo, Dak was gonna literally like tear up the league and set some records. I was cheering for, even though I'm not a Cowboys fan, I was really cheering for him, man. I was really cheering for him. I guess if you keep the stream on, I'm surprised. It's already 2 a.m. Pacific right now. I don't understand why people are up right now. I don't understand why you guys are up. You guys gotta go to bed, man. Pharaoh says he destroys defenses, but it doesn't matter. Cowboys defense can't hold a team under. Yeah, I mean, that's also true, right? There's a few things. Cowboys are an interesting team, right? We'll see what happens. I don't really know what happened to the defense. I thought you guys were like okay a few years ago, but it's like seems like all of a sudden it just like dropped. I don't know if it's due to injuries or like just regressions or what, but I was honestly surprised by the defense this year. James says I have Eckler and IR. I currently have Drake and Mckissic. Sorry, I'm thinking Edwards this week and Gaskin too. Yeah, I mean, James, that's tough, right? Edwards is a play this week, but if you need to start Eckler, you pull him off of IR, and I think you start him in place of Edwards because Edwards is not going to be very useful after like a week, maybe 2, right? Yeah, Burke, I like it. Yeah, let's save the rest of our bench and see what we have here. Yeah, good lineup though right now. I like the McKissic start. Chat knows I like McKissic a lot. Yeah, Jefferson, Hill, Moore, right? Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you had to start Eckler, right? I would say start him over Edwards because Edwards is going to be in a messy situation moving forward. Do we think I don't like Jacob Dobbins. I don't know that he necessarily will. I think it's going to be somewhat an RBBC. I can't trust any of the wide receivers on the Ravens, especially since we're so close to the playoffs. That's my take. Breaks says possibly move to go for a 2-for-1 trade, opening a spot 2. That's a 2. Yeah, there you go. If you can't make a move. But yeah, Ryan, I'm not a huge fan of Jacob Dobbins. I just like he's had like what 2, maybe 3 good games, and it has been like we don't know enough about the backfield to say that he's for sure going to be the lead guy, right? I think it changes week to week. It's if he's not back for 2 weeks, I cannot start him in my first round of playoffs. Glenn doesn't think Dak is going to go. Glenn, are you a Cowboys fan as well? I mean, we'll see. I don't think the Cowboys should let him go, right? But they do have a lot of needs, I will say. So, right, do they just draft another quarterback and like build around him, build up that O-line again, build up the defense, or what? Obviously, Dak was like good enough to like pull them through and like really get them into those high-scoring like last-minute games, but yeah. So we got Andrew Luck, Allen Robinson, God, and Jerry Jones on stream. Yo, guys, stream is pretty lit for a Tuesday night. Pretty lit, I will say. That was good, but it does sound like we're slowing down. So let's we're at 2 hours and 58 hours. Jeez, we're almost at 3 hours. Let's leave questions open for another like 3-4 minutes and see if anything else comes through. If not, then we shall go to sleep. Jerry says free Dak. I have not seen Curb Your Enthusiasm. I know it's one of those classics I need to watch, so it's on my list, but I have not. Roberta says, which is your record? So I have 3. One is 6-5. One is 8-3, and one is like 4-7 right now. So kind of overreplaced, you know. It is what it is. Other notable free agents for next year, I think A-Rob. I think Keenan Allen too. He might not leave it, right? James, thanks for the sub. And here, I guess, you know, we're still on. So here is a shot to you. Cheers. 242, guys. We're so close to 250. I'm glad stream is ending soon because we're 8 more subs from a shotgun, and I was not expecting that we're gonna hit it. I don't think we will, so I hope we don't. But we're getting close. It's getting a little dicey right now, boys. James says Pittman or DJ Moore. Let's see if Teddy plays, but I really like Pittman's matchup this week, James. You know, we talked about him a little bit. He had 100 yards, almost got a touchdown last time. I think he breaks 100 yards and gets that touchdown this week. I do like Pittman a lot. Parsons, I can hear the music already. Yeah, I think we'll see what Keenan Allen does, right? Very much so that he can stay with Herbert. All right, XZ. Should I trade Eckler, Pittman, and Galladay for Aaron Jones and DK? I don't mind that, actually. I don't actually mind that too much. I like Aaron Jones and DK a lot. Huh. I thought of it because Dance is pretty good. The classic, yeah, there you go. I wouldn't do that. So, okay, so you don't like that trade, huh? So Galladay's capable of being DK's level. Same with Eckler. Pittman is just an... I think so, right? I think you have a really good point, you know, because on the one hand, he has 3 very startable guys. For me, I think I like Jones' upside and DK's upside a little bit more from at least what we've seen, but I could go both ways, right? You know, for me, I would maybe take that trade, especially if he doesn't need that extra wide receiver, right? And a lot of it now is like we want results now. We don't want to see like what could happen, but I mean, I agree with you. Galladay's injury is, you know, there's a question mark there for sure. It depends, right? Do you want to risk it and like have 3 solid guys, or do you kind of want just like 2 guys who are going to be able to perform for you, right? I think it could go either way. But Burke, you make a good point. I'm also discouraged because I tried trading for Aaron Jones and he has yet. Yeah, he's had some tough weeks. I think his schedule gets a little bit better moving forward. But I mean, you're right. He is sort of like a RB2 status right now. Sort of not really buy low, but definitely buy lower than his actual what do you call it? His actual value. I get it though. Alrighty, I think with a question mark around Galladay, I take Jones. Yeah, that's sort of what I was thinking too, because we talked about Galladay a little bit earlier, and I didn't see anything that showed me for sure that he was going to be back. So, yeah, I agree. All right, boys, we're past 3 hours. We're at 2 right now, so I think we're gonna end stream. You know, hey, we did some good work here, right? Look at this. That's like about 2/3 gone. It's 2 right here, so that's not bad. Thank you all for that, I guess. Unfortunately, we're not gonna hit the 250 mark tonight, but I think what we'll do for next stream is we're at 242 right now. Let's aim for let's aim for 275 in the next stream and see what we can do, and maybe we'll do the same kind of goal for sure. Yeah, Pharaoh, yo, thank you for coming by, and great conversation with you, my man. We'll see you in the next stream if you're available. Roberto, thank you for coming, and thanks for the double sub. I just realized that we have a lot of early games Thursday, and I'll see if I can get out a start sit video this week. If not, we'll do a stream tomorrow night, and I'll get the defense stash out. But I completely forgot that we have literally games at like 9:30, like super early Thursday morning. So we'll see if we can get a start stash or start sit. If not, maybe we'll just do a start sit for the weekend, but I'll let you guys know. But yeah, guys, hey, you guys are the ones that make this community. Like, you guys are great, you know, and it's been really fun. So I appreciate many of you guys all talking in stream. So hey, thank you all so much. We did some really good work. On a Tuesday night. So thank you all for that. And yeah, everyone enjoy your Thanksgivings. If we don't see you potentially tomorrow night, we'll be streaming at least later this week. So have fun, get a good night's rest of sleep, and good luck to everyone this week. We'll talk soon. Next stream is a bottle of tequila. Hey, maybe once we get past that 500 mark, we may have to pull out the tequila, Roberto. So we'll add that to the list. You guys are such bad influences, but thank you all. You guys have been great. Good night, and yeah, hit that like button, and we'll talk soon, y'all. Peace.
Yeah.